Welcome back to the most neurodivergent podcast on the internet. My name's Wootak. Actually, we're probably not the most neurodivergent. There's a lot of neurodivergent content creators out there.
That's true. I mean, we are on the Mount Rushmore, though.
No, definitely not on the Mount Rushmore.
I mean, we're 3 for 3.
There's a lot of...
This is pretty... Come on.
There's a lot of very special people out there on the... No, I'm saying, like, dude, the amount of content creators that are, like, just... We're closer.
My name is
to
Typical.
What's your name, buddy?
I mean...
Where do you think we all rank in?
Hey, you gotta start saying like, my name's Ian Wu. That's hard.
Ian Woo.
My name's Ian Wu. That's hard.
Ian Woo. Yeah, wherever we go places and they call you by last name, I think they're talking to me. Like, you know, planes and stuff.
Dude, it's tough for sure. Well, because your name is Wootak Kim. My name is Ian Wu. And my mom's name is Kim Wu.
Yeah.
Cooks me.
Her mom's
Fucking
name is
cooks
Kim
me,
Wu.
dude.
His mom's name is Kim Wu. It's hilarious. All right. Well, what order do you think we are in neurodivergency?
Like, who most versus least?
Yeah. I feel like you're the most.
I'm most. I think
Yeah.
you're least.
Yeah, I'm probably least.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's putting up a fight for the number one spot over there. But anyways.
I feel like Viet dresses it up, though, a little bit sometimes.
Yeah. He puts
Like-
on an act.
That's funny.
Like, you lean into it, whereas, like, for me, it's just like, I can't turn it off, you know?
yeah,
It's
you're,
like,
you're a freak.
Yeah. You're long gone. You're as divergent as possible. I don't think you've ever known normal, actually. But anyways, it's been a while since we filmed. How's everyone been? Viet, you've been single. How's the single life?
It's really weird.
What's weird about it?
Being single is weird, and I've been single enough in my life to know that I'll be fine. Like, compare this to my first breakup, right? What are you guys doing?
I was looking for my water. I don't know what that guy's doing.
Compare this to my first breakup. It's not as like earth-shattering sadness, blah blah blah, to where I can't get out of bed. And I think that's due to a lot of factors, where less hormones, more understanding of myself, the world.
You got your
more
special helmet
goals.
on now.
Yeah. More goals that I still want to achieve, like more self-love, just more security in myself. But it's still weird to deal with the fact of you share that much time with someone and then they are gone. And now you have so much free time in your life that you genuinely don't know what to do with it.
And it's like more than time. It's like free emotional space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Actually, I don't know.
I'm having so much trouble taking you seriously right now. You're like trying to be vulnerable, but you look ridiculous, dude.
I don't even know how this helmet looks.
It's
This is the first time
insane.
I'm
You look like
wearing
you're
this.
about to go ride a bicycle.
Oh, yeah. I have a motorcycle, guys. No, it's just
Wait, emotional space meaning like you spent all that time, not just time with that person, but like being invested in their emotions. And now that their emotions don't affect your emotions, like you have all this like space. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Emotionally.
yeah, that I was more talking about because we were together almost every single day, it almost feels like the best way to equate it would be like if I lost an arm.
Damn.
It's like,
I mean, codependency is a real thing, for sure.
yeah, and I'm honestly like, we were pretty codependent.
Yeah.
It quickly became just like we were like a old married couple.
Yeah, you guys basically live together.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
plus, like, I think you start, like, relying on each other for different things, like, small things that you wouldn't realize, but then once they're gone, it's like,
What would you know about that, Ian?
nothing. But from what I've heard, like, it'll be like, oh, like, you know, maybe around the house, like, one person ends up doing the dishes and the other one ends up folding the
Yes,
laundry.
absolutely.
You know?
Oh, I don't care about any of that.
Oh.
I don't do any of that shit anyways. I'm kidding. Oh my god.
Wait, so,
I gotta like start thinking before I say
That
things.
helmet is so funny.
wait, so what is a hole
I
then that
did.
you feel like you are missing?
It's just like having someone there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, like
Like-
legit, instead of doing everything alone, you're doing things together.
Yeah. Company.
And it's like, especially for me, like this guy's my best friend. I don't respond to his texts.
Yeah.
Like I see him when I see him. either the podcast or we go out and we hang or we grab dinner or whatever.
It doesn't f- with me actually.
But no, that's not true. But I'm just very like, I'm not on my phone. I don't text people. I don't talk to people. It honestly astounds me that, like, when I was dating her, she was texting friends every single day, all the time, blah blah blah. I'm like, how do you have that much energy? And I learned that maybe I am just different. Like, I rely so much on self-isolation that's just now a part of me.
Yeah, like you
Whereas-
just lack the social bandwidth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're an extreme version, but in general,
Extreme,
girls
yeah.
are way more. Girls are so much more social creatures
Yeah.
than men are. Like whenever you hear like a group of girls, especially if they're younger, like early 20s, just talking amongst, like, not in like a co-ed group, talking amongst girls, like the topics they choose to talk about, it's all social based. Like, it's,
Oh, absolutely.
and it's like, man, I just get so drained. Like I wouldn't be able to fit into those conversations. But yeah, what else have you done other than eat alone, be alone,
My life has been
wait in your
making
loneliness?
sure I eat 3 meals a day,
Nice.
going to the gym, going to boxing, riding my motorcycle.
Oh, you've been in gym and boxing.
Nice.
Wow.
Hitting it hard.
What about you, Ian? Anything new?
Super Bonsai's kicking ass right now.
Yeah.
I feel like we got just a lot of, we're about to take a couple weeks off here, so I think we're really loading up this last week.
Last 2 weeks.
Thanksgiving was really nice.
Oh
I
yeah.
went home with my family, got to see them for a bit, got to hang out with my dog.
Nice. Sick, dude.
Yeah, he's like finally almost normal.
Uh-huh.
I figured out that like
Wait, what?
he just like likes to hump people.
What the?
Yeah.
He's finally almost normal,
Yeah,
and
so,
his sickness was being horny.
yeah, and so because we never cut his nuts off.
Oh, so
Yeah.
he really is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I get it, but it's also just like he's like 4 now, so it's like, come on. But like,
Come on.
as long as we don't have anyone new enter the situation, it's chill.
So he knows not to hump you.
Well, he just won't get riled up. If he gets riled up, he'll hump you. But I learned also the counter. If everyone's sitting down, he gets instantly neutralized. For some reason, like if you're standing, you're a female dog. But if you're sitting down, it's like, oh, this is a human being. Okay. I don't really understand why. But yeah, so when we have people come over, like we'll have them come over, they'll knock on the door, we'll like hold the dog, and we'll have them like quickly sit on the couch, and then he'll be chill. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's a little annoying.
What a funny situation.
It's so, yeah. And like, I don't know, golden retrievers are usually pretty well behaved, but he's just like a wild, like he's still like very wild, and he's just strong. Like he's like the most athletic dog I've ever owned for sure, and maybe even interacted with. Like
You would have a golden retriever.
my family's had 6
Golden retrievers.
golden retrievers. That's the only thing.
What do
they'll
you do with them? What the?
Well, my dad started when he was like 17,
Oh,
and so he's had like
okay.
one.
Over the course of your dad's life.
Right.
Uh,
I have personally witnessed 3 of the 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, you've gone through 3 of their life cycles. How short are they?
Depends, but they're really known for having cancer because they're really overbred and inbred to get that look. Yeah.
To keep that
They are
golden
very
retrieverness.
Yeah, very cute, very
Very
cute.
cute.
So
Have
then
you ever
the
seen the small
lifespan is
ones?
short.
Yeah, I have seen. Well,
I
you know,
love
that's how
them.
they start. You know.
Idiot. The ones that are adults but small.
Oh, like the mini Goldens.
Yeah,
like the
That's
like.
a thing?
Yeah, they combine like Dachshund and Golden.
Mhm.
It's pretty funny.
They're so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, I want a pet.
Or look up
so
like
bad.
Golden Dachshund or something like that. It has like
Oh, that is cute as.
yeah, they're goofy as but like
All right.
you.
Okay, thank God. Someone, I was like, all right. And then you want to go ask me about my week? I just met with Netflix.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
That
What
was
was that
sick.
about?
Today, right?
Today,
Are
yeah.
you able to say what it's about? or
Yeah,
no?
yeah. It was nothing that serious. But, yeah, so my management set up a meeting with them because they requested to meet with me. And their unscripted and casting department just kind of do this thing where they're constantly meeting with potential creators because like that's like obviously this like wide market that they want to tap into, where they kind of meet you, see what like you're into, see what you'd be available for, see what you'd be down for, see what your interests and personality would even align for when they do have like slates open. So it was just a general meeting to like basically put me on like a potential roster list of reality shows. And
reality shows in particular.
Yeah, unscripted. So unscripted is reality, not
Okay.
reality like Love Island. I mean, like they did throw out like dating shows, but like in general, just like depending on like what your skill, like food and beverage would be an obvious one for me, right?
Right.
Like Drink Masters they mentioned, or like whatever. So hopefully one day you see your boy on Netflix, and then I'm pulling up to every Asian family gathering, defeating all the doctors, like not even close. I'm sweeping them, you know? But yeah, so that sparked the question too, because they were asking me a lot of like, you know, what shows have you seen that you think you'd be good on? What Netflix shows do you think we would all be great on? Unscripted meaning reality.
So it can't be like a voiceover for a cartoon.
No. It can't be a scripted show.
I feel like I'd be pretty good at that. But
You would be like Baby Shark
yeah.
or like SpongeBob. You being SpongeBob's like nephew. I feel like you could do that.
I feel like you would be a good host for a reality TV show.
Oh yeah, I think I could be a good host too.
Yeah.
They brought that up, like judging or hosting shows too. Like that's on the table. Things like that. Like Bar Rescue, they have like that. Bar Rescue is not Netflix affiliated, but Bar Rescue, the show, had a ton of like bar influencers come in to be a part of like certain episodes and shit.
Like you become the Gordon Ramsay.
I would be like the John.
This is
Yeah, or like you be the nice one because they got the guy there being mean already. So I'd be like,
You didn't clean this glass.
you didn't clean this glass.
I'm sorry, he's yelling at you.
I feel like Ian would be great on Love on the Spectrum. Actually, so would Viet.
I rubbed my headphone.
You know what I think I wouldn't be very good at?
What?
Love is Blind. I think like
Because you have eyes.
true.
I feel like wait, Love is Blind is the one where they can't see each other till the very end,
To
right?
the very end. I think I would have a hard time hiding my reaction at the end.
I would
Like, I
not
don't
hide
know-
it at all.
I don't know if I
I've
have
never,
like
I've
the
never
social
seen
skills.
the show. Is it normally baddies or is it like
No, it's regular ass
toss-up.
people, yeah, for both ends.
Oh, it's a toss
It's
up.
well, but it is funny though, because like when the curtain raises and it's like a baddie, you can just see the guy go, oh, you know what I mean? Thank God, because they have to get engaged at the end.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
high level of
It's
commitment.
actually insane.
Yeah,
What about Viet? I feel like Viet will be good on most dating scenarios. Because if not good, entertaining at least.
I think any dating show where like drama is the center point, you would do well in.
Love Island. Blah,
Love
blah,
Island
whoop-de-whoop.
for sure.
Yeah, I don't care about any of that. I want to be on Survivor.
You would not make it.
I would make it.
You would not make
Yes,
it.
I
I've
would.
actually never seen it before. How much of it is like survival? I thought isn't it kind?
It's
It's a
all
game
survival.
showy, right? Like isn't it like obstacle
No,
courses?
it's
or
like
no?
It's like surviving, I'm pretty
they
sure.
literally put you out into the wilderness and you have to survive.
Yeah, whatever is in that category, I am
I'm
I'm
doing
not
it.
signing you up for
Do
that
people ever
shit.
get like
doing it.
sick, or like
Yeah, people get sick all the time. People get like f***ed up
like
from that.
medevaced out and stuff?
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
I'd rather die than be medevaced.
Would you ever do that shit? You would? They're trying to medevac him out. He's like, no.
He has
I've
like, a, he has
gotta
like a
win.
DNR. Wait, that's crazy. I guess I was under the impression that it was just like American Ninja Warrior, but in nature.
No.
American? No, that shit's hard.
What about Fear Factor? I feel like you do good on Fear Factor. I feel like you would do anything.
Yeah, the only part of Fear Factor that's really tough for me, I always thought that Fear Factor was weird because there's like always 3 stages, and the second stage is the one that's like the gross stage.
Ugh.
But to me, like that one should always be the 4th. Like it's like
I've
sit in
never-
a tub full of 1,000 leeches.
Yeah, I've
And then-
never actually seen a full episode.
Dude, it's
but-
nuts.
yeah.
It's like sit in a tub full of 1,000 leeches and then eat 10 of them with your own blood in it.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
That's actually disgusting. Ew, man.
I can't help it.
Yes, you can.
I literally can't help
Just
it.
don't do it.
And then like level 4 at the very end will just be like, oh, like jump between this car and this bus, but there's like you're attached to a rope. And it's like, oh, dude, like that's easy. Like I know I won't die from that. Like the gross one though is gnarly.
Yeah,
like,
the leeches thing is gross.
yeah, it's like always has to do with like bugs or like snakes. Like it's like, oh, like lay in this coffin while we put like hella snakes in, and they're not venomous, but they might still bite you. And it's like, what? Like that to me is so much worse than any of the other ones.
I'm
So
not doing that.
I think if that part wasn't part of it, I'd
You
be
think
okay.
you're not doing the you really think you're surviving on a survival show?
Yes.
No,
I know-
you're not.
I know how to survive. I'm not with 10,000 leeches.
Do you think though, like, okay, I do wonder, like, do you think the picky eater part would come into play at all?
Yeah, what like this
Of
doesn't
what?
even know how to cook himself food
Like
with a
when
stove.
you're in like Survivor and they're like, So this is our 4th night in a row of raw turnips. Like, do you think you hold in with
No,
that?
they're,
Like,
bro, they're gonna
turnips?
be like, go catch this rabbit and then gut it, skin it, and cook it yourself.
I
And
can do that.
you're not doing
I
it.
can do that.
No, you're not.
Yes, I can.
No, you're not.
that I have no problem.
You're gonna be
with.
like,
Meanwhile,
Not true.
yesterday on our like meeting, I call Viet. I'm like, he's like, oh, I got this Hainan chicken. It's really close to me. I was like, oh, you picked it up? I had it DoorDashed. This guy's skinning a turkey though.
I'm not on Survivor.
yeah, I think you stick to the dating shows, buddy.
Push comes to shove, I can gut any animal and eat it. I know how to start a fire. I know how to find shelter.
You know how to start a fire?
He's
Which
not-
style?
you're
With the
not
bow
doing it.
or which way?
What do you mean?
Like, how would you? Like,
With
what
the
method?
bow.
Really?
Yeah.
Badass.
You just find kindling and then you spin that shit really fast. You make a bow and then fucking
Yeah.
go back and forth. It's not that hard.
Well, you gotta build the bow.
Yeah, true.
Gotta find
Yeah,
the
that's easy.
twine.
I would simply find a lighter.
Just bring a lighter. Yeah. Wait, so they're not giving anything? They're not giving fire? They're not giving basic
I honestly
rations?
don't know.
Like,
I have no clue. I don't know how the
I
show
haven't
works.
watched one episode.
I would
Okay,
never
okay.
ever. If they asked me to do one of those, though, I don't think I'd do it.
it'd have to be a large sum of money on the table.
No, even then I wouldn't do it because it would take me away from. It would have to be something for it to take me away from Super Bonsai. I don't know when like something like that would manifest, but it would
Yeah.
either have to align very easily with my brand, or it would have to. Why are you making that face? Oh my god! Or it would have to get me enough exposure that it would be great for my personal brand and therefore Super Bonsai.
Yeah, like maybe Survivor during peak, like when it was in its peak and like literally millions of people were watching.
Yeah,
every
either
year.
something that's like that exciting, or something like Shark Tank. I told them basically, I'm like, dude, if you had anything business related, I would be in there in a heartbeat.
Yep.
To
That makes sense.
anything that's food and beverage related, I would totally do it, whatever capacity, whether I'm a contestant, judge. Dating, I would fucking do anything dating as long as it's not like Love Island or something extremely like debaucherous and where I'm getting mogged by like 6'4" chads.
Yeah, you were like the tallest guy allowed on the show, 5'10".
Exactly. It's got to be an Asian show. It's like, because I brought up, I really like the only dating reality show I've ever watched is Singles Inferno. And they were both very familiar with it. And they're like, oh, like, if it was like an American Singles Inferno, I was like, fuck yeah, I'd do that.
Yeah, that'd be
shit.
great.
Hell yeah. Average height 5'9", I'm in there.
Yeah,
But yeah.
nice. Well,
So that was super cool.
when do you hear back about that, or is that just kind of an ongoing thing?
It's just an ongoing thing. They didn't have like a specific show agenda to put me on, but super cool. I went into the office, met with them. It was very, very, very cool. Very
nice.
like when I started working with my management, I told them I wanted to be involved in TV or like more mainstream media, and seeing like it take the right step is super cool.
Good.
If you made it this far and you haven't liked the video, you fucking hate us. Go down there, like that video, fill the comment section with your name, fill it up, say a bunch of random shit. Say you like Ian's socks. You like my shirt? Actually, this is a new shirt. I've been wearing it almost every day. But Henleys are the wave now. Apparently, Viet put me on, and I love Henleys now. But yeah, the weather is a little cold. I will get one. But, I like showing the guns. Subscribe. If you haven't subscribed by now, if you are too broke to afford to support us through the fourth wall, that's fine. We love everyone who supports us through the fourth wall, but we also love everyone who subscribed and watches us weekly. All of that shit really supports the show. We're self-funded. I am not funneling Super Bonsai beans into here. Can't do that. So, whatever this show makes is how we get the show going and how we make better content on this show. So make it happen.
And today, for the fourth wall, if you want to watch, there's going to be a vlog of just like day in the life, Super Bonsai, what it's like a day on set with Wootak, with the rest of the team on Super Bonsai, and I'll be the one filming, so there'll be a good amount of me too.
We had a little bit of so our topics today kind of revolve around realizations as we've gotten older, uncomfortable truths, love, and the link between mental illness, specifically hypomania, and success / just being driven. It's based off of this book called The Hypomanic Edge, so we'll get to that. That's like the schmeat of the episode. But before then...
We're going to be hopping around today.
Yeah. Before then, Viet brought up a very interesting thing. How do you handle having a super hot roommate?
Oh yeah, I have a bad roommate. We're just friends though. We're just
I'm single.
No, I said come over.
I'm in there. You never invite
Is it
me
your first
over.
time having a very attractive roommate who you weren't dating?
I think this is my first time having a roommate.
No, you had a roommate before.
Who?
Emily.
Oh, she moved back to Miami like 2 months in.
Oh, that's true.
Is it roommate, same room?
What?
Roommate, same room?
No. Different rooms, same
Okay,
house.
okay.
Yeah.
You think we're
Dorm room?
I don't know. I just think like that would make
That's a grown ass man
that
right
would make
there.
it even more difficult.
That's
to,
crazy.
to make it to have like.
At what age is it unacceptable for you to share a room with another grown adult?
I was doing it until I think 23.
That was
yeah.
college, right?
Hmm?
That was college?
Post college.
Oh.
Yeah,
I was doing it, but
working
with
for
my
this guy.
brother until like 23.
Yeah.
That was terrible. He eventually went to go sleep in the living room because I would not let him sleep because he would snore so much. So I would stack a bunch of stuffed animals on my bed so that as he snored, I could just chuck one at him without leaving my bed and wake him up.
Dude, I'm a pretty forgiving person, but snoring I think is one of my few deal breakers.
I fucking hate snoring.
In that we can still see each other. I will never sleep in your bed.
Oh yeah, fuck no.
Like we
And
can
I
see
could not date somebody who snores.
Yeah, I could maybe casually see someone, but it's like, dude, I'm going home. I'm sorry. Like it's like my sleep is too important. I don't know what to say.
All right. Well, anyways, how do you handle it?
I mean, we're just friends.
Is
honest-
she single? Like, is she a single person?
I think so. I don't really
You don't ask her any
I
questions
don't really
about her life.
interact with my roommates.
That's
This,
insane.
this past week has been the most I've interacted with them.
Because you're finally home.
Yeah, because I'm finally like living at the house I pay for the past year.
You're like meeting them. You're like, oh, what the?
Bro, I was very funny. Started like hanging out with them. Well, not really, just at the house, and I
Sure,
would talk to them
in
and
the
stuff.
kitchen or whatever.
And they're actually like really cool, like really cool.
Good, man.
Sounds like you found 2 new friends.
Yeah.
Are they both
Wow.
girls?
No, one's a guy, one's a girl. They're best friends. I knew the girl.
I met the guy, right? He came over. He's the one in the motorcycle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew the girl. She wanted to find a place. She was looking for roommates. Threw it up on her story. I was traveling. I was like, I'm probably gonna end up living in LA again. Let me take this opportunity. Turned out to be quite good. They're both really good roommates. And like I said, really cool people. So
Fuck yeah.
pretty cool. And then we're about to move, I think, over west more.
All 3 of you together?
Yeah.
Okay. Is your lease almost over?
February.
Westmore, where?
Closer to Santa Monica, probably.
Oh my goodness.
Really?
That's far as shit.
Yeah, that's fucking in
That's
the sticks,
terrible.
dude.
All right. Well, so then you've never in your life been tempted to ruin that relationship,
Nah.
even though she's super bad.
Nah.
Is that a thing that? Have you ever had a bad roommate? I've never had a female roommate, so I would never.
I've had 2 female roommates before, but both of them were taken. But I will say, like, you know that like weird tension with like a female friend where like if you have feelings for her, it's like, oh, like, do I say it? Like, it'll make things awkward over other. I feel like whatever that feeling is has to be like 10x,
100x, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause it's like you can stop being friends, can't stop being roommates.
Yep.
So it's like
I mean, you can
you
stop being
can.
roommates. It would just be a huge
annoying as
detriment to your
fuck.
life.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's the vibe I've gotten. Because like, if I ever had a female roommate, I don't think I would never jeopardize
Like-
my living situation over that.
I
even
think
if
that's what it is. I just see her as one of the homies.
Yeah.
like even if I feel like
What if she came on to you though?
I still don't think I would do it. Because then it's like, it would make things messy and weird. And like,
What about you, Ian?
I don't care about
well, I was
sex
gonna say,
enough.
even if like the feelings are reciprocated, the risk is still so high
Extremely
if
high.
it falls out.
I'm so curious in the comments if anyone out there has had an attractive roommate of the opposite gender or same gender that you ended up hooking up with. What was that? Because it's either fallout, right? Like there's some drama that happens because of it, or you get married. Like that's the only other path, right? Like
Or like
the relationship succeeds, or you have drama. you
I
know?
could also see a situation where maybe like we like slept together or we were like casually sleeping together, and then like I realized I didn't really want to do that, but I waited until the lease was up to be like, we should stop. You know, like I could see that being a situation too.
Like you just keep it. You keep
keep it
having
pushing.
sex with someone you don't want to have sex with
And then
until the lease is up.
That's crazy.
better than living with someone who like hates you. I don't know.
What if she talks shit about my dick game to my other roommate?
To the another male roommate.
What if he talks shit about your dick game to her? Fuck.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I don't think it would be. Well, I would never have a roommate again, but I don't. I feel like I would also opt for let's not ruin this. Secondly, random ass question. Who wrote this, but this is a great question. What food has the highest delicious to effort ratio?
wait, deliver that again.
What food has the highest delicious to effort ratio? As in lowest amount of effort for most delicious food.
Like if you're making it at home.
Yes.
I had a couple that I had written down. So maybe I'll just lay the groundwork,
Mhm.
and then you guys can see if you agree or if you have any others.
All right, let me know.
Any kind of egg dish. Specifically, the one I chose was like a nice soft scramble with chives. Like that's pretty easy to make happen.
True.
That's so easy.
Agree.
Any kind of grilled cheese dish with meat in it.
Disagree.
Disagree.
Grilled cheese is
Mid.
Do you think it's hard or
Super
mid?
mid.
You think it's
It's
mid?
mid. Yeah, there's too many better options.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever gone on a day where I'm like, damn, I'm craving a grilled cheese.
But with meat in it though. So it's like a melt. Like a panini.
I have
Wow.
craved a grilled cheese before. They're tasty. They're just not good enough to be ranked.
Instant ramen or instant mac and cheese, but you dress it up.
Yes. I was gonna say
yeah.
instant ramen has to like
Hell
instant
yeah.
shin ramen with like poached egg, fucking cheese melted on top.
Maybe some chives.
Yeah, chives, scallions, some type of kimchi too.
Basil. Ooh,
Oh, it's so good.
Hard to beat.
Hell yeah.
eat that shit tonight.
And it's like takes 2 minutes.
And then I thought of some sweet ones. Yogurt parfait.
Yogurt parfait is probably the best choice for also healthy.
Yeah, and very easy.
Yeah.
Like no cooking required.
Literally Greek yogurt, protein powder, frozen fruit. Done.
Yep. If you have
No
it,
granola?
I don't want the carbs.
I always put granola in.
I mean, yeah, it would be a
if
nice
you're going like
addition.
tasty maxing, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
If I was tasty maxing, I'm putting honey on that bitch.
I mean, ice cream.
Like that's basically what
Wait,
it turns into.
Ice cream's a good one though, actually.
Making ice cream?
Well, no, not making it, but like for delicious to effort ratio, just taking the fucking pint out of the fridge, like
Okay,
super
well,
duper
if
delicious.
you're doing that, that's just anything
That's
prepared
literally
already.
Everything.
Yeah,
bro.
that's fair, that's
then
fair.
I'm picking a
The
banana.
pizza
All I do is
pocket.
peel the banana. Yeah.
Okay, if you have high quality bread, toast with jam and butter.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Toast with butter in general. Or like sourdough bread torn apart with like olive oil, balsamic, red chili flakes.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
And then the last one I had, any kind of fruit and condiment combo. So like strawberries, whipped cream, banana, peanut butter, stuff like that.
I guess if we're adding sweet into the equation, yeah, you get to that part. I think the instant ramen with the poached egg, the cheese, the kimchi is going to be my number one. Or
You can't beat it.
fried egg, white rice, soy sauce.
Mm.
And maybe spam, fry some spam up too.
Spam, that's disgusting.
That's a lot of work.
Frying spam, you cut it and throw it in a pan. It's the
No,
same
no,
as the
yeah,
fucking
the spam
but
is
then you gotta
the
like
same amount
wash
of
the
work.
pan and then.
But you already
But
made the egg.
you gotta fry the egg.
Oh,
It's a little bit more effort, but it's something
Is it-
you can just kind of set it and forget.
I
A
would-
Yeah.
steak.
I'm not doing that.
Honestly, steak is probably number one. If you just got a New York strip and all you do is season both sides,
Yep.
sear, like boom, done, right? Like you could eat it off the cutting board. Like you gotta let it rest a little bit, but like in terms of effort, dishes made, like very little. And if you have like kimchi or something in the fridge or pickles,
White rice.
yeah, like or
Yeah.
if you have like something, what it goes with anything that you would already have like prepared and left in the fridge, even fucking fruit, right? Like, and it's healthy.
And it's
Fuck
something
yeah.
that like even though it takes a little more time, you can just like put it in the pan and then walk away and be on your phone for like 5 minutes.
It's so light work. I'm gonna go with steak, like a simple New York strip, not like ribeye that you're like fucking maxing out and fucking doing like a reverse sear and
Yeah.
fucking all that bullshit. All right, that's a good funny question. Who wrote this one?
I think it's Viet, the gas station one.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that was me.
You're ready for it. You're ready for the road right
say
now.
it.
Yeah. Okay. Picture this: long road trip. Right. You stop at a gas station. You're hungry. What's the first thing you buy to cure that hungriness? But it can't be like a hot meal, like blah blah blah.
Easy beef jerky.
Am I like snack hungry or am I like starving?
You're a piece of shit. Is what you are. Dude. Just answer the question.
Wait, I feel like that's a good question.
That is a good
Because
question.
if I'm feeling
You
like
just derailed his entire question.
if I'm feeling like peckish, it'll be way different than if I'm like I need like a meal. You know?
You're beyond peckish.
You're hungry, dude.
Okay,
You're
okay,
hungry.
okay.
You're like, I want food, but for some reason
It's
the
gas station.
KFC in the gas station is closed and you can't get it.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know about the beef jerky answer only because like
What the fuck? That's my answer, buddy.
I'm coming at you.
What do you mean coming at me? I can have whatever answer I
But
want.
listen, let me try and tear it down. I think beef jerky, a few pieces, it's nice. But if I was on the road chewing on beef jerky for a while and that's all I'm eating, it kind of like hurts my jaw and gives me a headache.
It hurts my jaw. Doesn't give me a headache. But then I'm jaw training maxing. Like my
Yeah, that's
jawline about to
fair.
be on fleek. So I don't care. I'll eat the fuck out of that beef jerky. Also,
Um,
good beef jerky, if they have like Archer or
Yeah.
like Chomp's beef sticks, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's fine. It don't hurt my jaw.
Right.
It's like the fucking shitty gas station beef jerky that usually fucks me up. Which is like, if that's all I got, that's all I got.
I think maybe I'm getting like peanuts
Wait,
or like trail
Yes.
mix.
are we counting those taquitos and shit?
No, because that's hot, right?
You said no actual made food.
Yeah, but I was thinking about a gas station that had like a KFC or like a Burger King in it.
I was like, no, ordering the fast food. But taquito, not all of them have taquitos and shit. They have like the microwave burritos and
Or like
shit.
the shit pizza. They
Yeah,
all, most
like
of them
the
have
Yeah,
you
but
guys
now
are thinking
I'm
of
wondering,
7-Elevens.
Can we get those or no?
No, let's say no. Those
No.
are
Okay,
real foods.
that's too easy. Of course,
Yeah.
I'm getting the actual meal, but I would say yeah, like
They
trail,
got frozen chicken Alfredo. I'll get that shit.
and then just chew on the ice. Like
Well, they have microwaves.
They have
gas
microwaves at gas stations.
okay.
If
yeah.
they sell things that need to be microwaved, they usually have a microwave. Oh, also ice cream.
Wait,
For the road,
No, hell yeah. I'll fuck up some ice cream
dude,
on the
I'm
road.
buying like 3 cans of instant ramen.
I feel like ice cream is a two hands type of thing, though. You gotta drive, brother.
I would be like Ian Spoon. And be spooning me ice cream while I drive.
Also, the problem with that is like you have no refrigeration, so like
No, I'll delete that shit in one go. I fucking love ice cream, bro.
I love ice cream too, but
I don't
that's
like ice cream that much.
I think you don't know about what?
I don't like ice cream that much. I never have.
Yeah, you've told me this before. I had
we
the same
talk genuinely
reaction.
hurt.
That shit pissed me
The
off.
only ice cream I've actually ever enjoyed has been ice cream sandwiches. I don't know what it is, but like that tickles my fancy.
Specifically, like the black, white.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Ew,
those are pretty
those
good.
are
Only
disgusting.
No, those are so fire.
I hate those.
I kind of like the
But
way
like spoon ice cream, I could never.
I like
What about a
how-
cone?
I like with the ice cream sandwiches when it gets
Still
stuck
don't
on your
like it.
fingers.
No, that's exactly one of the reasons why I hate them.
It's like the bread's like squishy and soft, and it's like stuck on your fingers. It's
Mm.
awesome.
I hold it with a wrapper.
Oh.
I think any sane person would hold it with a wrapper.
Yeah,
I
why would
like
you?
when
Why
it
would you
gets
get
stuck
it
on my
naked all the way?
I like when it gets stuck on my fingers.
Why do you like that?
Because then you can like suck on your fingers and use your teeth
Dude.
to scrape it off.
You are
I can see
autism
you
maxing.
unwrapping that shit and playing with your nipples with that. that's the type of vibe you give me.
No, I'm imagining Ian unwrapping it as a child and just gripping it like this, like full hand on that shit. Just
It's pretty solid. No, yeah, ice cream sandwiches are good. I think ice cream sandwich to me makes more sense than a whole pint of ice cream at the gas station.
no. You don't know about me. I'll delete that shit before it even starts melting. Is it gay? I want to read this myself in case people get the wrong idea. You ask your own question, Ian.
Oh yeah.
You freak. You freak of nature.
Okay. I've been just like,
No prefacing. Just shoot the question.
so I semi-accidentally went on a date with a gay man.
Semi-accidentally, I'm gonna swing on you, telling me the fucking.
And so my question is, if you don't have gay intentions, is it gay to go on a date with a gay man?
Yes, you fucking homo.
Did he ask you? He asked you.
He asked me.
And you knew it was a date the whole time.
But he offered. So here's like the backstory. He's
yeah,
like,
tell us the context.
yeah. So I matched with him on Bumble, and the reason.
What do you mean?
Listen. The reason why is because he has like a bunch of girls on his Bumble, and so it's like 5 girls and 1 dude on the side, and I'm like, it's got to be one of these girls. So I swiped right, and then he was like. I was like, wow, whatever, you're pretty or some shit. And he's like, which one of my girlfriends you talking about? And I was like, oh, God. So,
You're telling me there was only one picture?
no, it was a bunch of pictures. And all of them were group pictures with a bunch of girls and one guy in like the corner.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah. He also, you think I have my Bumble set to men?
That's what I'm asking you,
My
Ian.
Bumble was set to women.
Okay.
And so I was
Show
like-
me right now. I don't trust you. Show me that your Bumble is set to women.
It might be set to women and non-binary. I'm not going to lie. Dude, goth baddies, come on.
Ian, I swear to God, Ian.
But it's definitely not on men. Hold on.
It might be set to women and not binary.
Dude, because goth baddies, you never know.
I fucking hate this guy.
What? I feel like that's a reasonable thing. How do you even fucking check, dude? Okay, you got like 30 more seconds or else I give up. I'm sorry. But I'm almost certain it's women and non-binary.
What do you mean almost certain?
Oh,
You
found it.
You gotta be certain.
Yeah. It's women and non-binary people.
All right. Where? Okay.
Yeah. So,
I'll believe you now.
anyways, so
Wait, so then that means he had his profile set to women or non-binary.
right, yeah. And so he comes clean. He's like, I'm the one guy in the photo. But like, let me get your Instagram. And I was like, here's the thing, like, I'm not gay, but like, I'm not above a little glaze, you know? Like, if he wants to like be in my DM saying I'm hot and shit, like, I'm down for it. So I gave him my Instagram. Anyway, so he was like hanging out my Instagram, hitting on me for a while, and like I would never respond, but I like the glaze, so I'll like a message or something occasionally.
Nah, bro.
Dude, wait, listen.
This is the craziest shit.
What, dude? If someone like you don't want someone like, I basically had my own little woo chemistry, dude. And then, like dude, come on, he was a nice guy. Anyways, so eventually he asked me to go on a date and shit, and I was like,
How did he act?
he was like, hey, let me take you out, drinks and dinner on me. And so here's my thought process.
What does his voice sound like?
I don't at this point I don't know.
You know now though.
Yeah, he sounds like a gay guy. I don't know.
Okay.
But
He's got the gay voice.
Top or bottom?
bottom, super bottom.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like bottom to you even. Like
Yeah, extreme.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Like but yeah, and
what is that, like bottom squared?
so this is where the philosophy comes in, right? If I know that I'm going on the date for dinner and drinks and not
Oh,
to do
God.
gay things, is it gay?
Motherfucker, the gay thing is going on this date in the first
I
place.
feel like no, but it's not gay as long as you don't like make out with the guy. Cause like, right? You pay for my things all the time. And we don't make out, so that's why it's not gay.
No, it's not. What are you fucking talking about, man?
Okay, let me try to equate. Say you had a girlfriend and a guy was same scenario happened with your girlfriend, right? Actually, knowing you, your answer is gonna piss me off. I don't even
Yeah,
wanna
like, ask it anyways. Ask it
like-
anyways.
Yeah,
I want to hear his fucking stupid ass answer.
your girlfriend, for some reason, comes into contact with a man.
Uh
She's like, "Oh, who doesn't love a little glaze? I'll give him my Instagram.
Yeah,
Like his. I don't respond, but I like his messages.
just so he keeps glazing me.
Yes. Then he hits her with, "Let me take you out to dinner and drinks." And she's like, "I have a boyfriend, but I have no intentions to fuck you. I'm gonna go." Would you not consider that?
You've entertained this person, and it's cheating.
Well, but I don't owe loyalty to anyone.
It's not. That's not the point. We're saying the
You
fucking-
owe loyalty to your own sexuality.
Yeah,
How
how
about
about that? How about you owe loyalty to the?
Either come out as bi or stop doing this shit.
Yeah, what the fuck?
We'll accept you either way, but like I don't accept this bullshit.
Wait, but also, I think the whole time
Ian, answer
also,
this question right now. Are you gay?
no.
Are you a little bit gay?
No.
Bi curious?
Are you?
No. No.
It's okay, I am.
No,
why?
actually,
Why
no.
are you gay?
No, actually, actually, no, though. Like, I don't know. What I always say whenever people ask me my sexuality, what I say is, I am fairly certain I'm straight. Like, it's like,
oh my god!
no,
What
like-
do you mean fairly certain?
like thus far, things have pointed towards me being straight. I've only been into women. I've only been like attracted to and with women. But I also think it's unfair for me to say that it could never happen for 4 billion people.
listen, buddy. When you've lived 20-something years and you've only ever been attracted to one gender, why would it be unfair to outrule?
4 billion people?
Yes.
That I
Why
haven't
would it
met.
be? Why would?
It's like too open-minded.
It's way too open-minded.
Open-minded.
The answer is so cut and clear, and you just refuse to say it.
And then, okay, the other reason why I went on the date, though, was I was like, this is great content.
No. That's gay.
No, what?
It's not about content or that was gay. Yes, that is. To answer your original question, that is gay.
Okay, but are relationships defined by the feelings underneath them or the way you behave?
Repeat that?
Because, like,
Both.
like I said, are relationships defined by the feelings beneath them or the way you behave?
No, it's both.
It's
If a
both.
gay man asks you on a date and you say yes, knowing damn well exactly what his intentions are and what the vibes are, that's gay. It's like me being if I kiss Viet on the mouth, which we've done, right?
That's behavior, though. That's not feelings.
It doesn't matter, right? Even though we have no feelings of gayness underneath, he kissed me on the mouth. That's gay.
So that's
not only is it gay, it was sexual assault. It was gay sexual assault. So just so you know,
Wait, it was an accident.
no, it wasn't an accident on my part. I'm a victim.
But that's why I'm saying, like, in that situation, that is gay because the
You're
behavior,
even gayer,
the
dog.
behavior
Who
is
you call
gay.
gay?
The behavior is gay. But what I'm talking about,
The behavior of accepting a date with a man is gay.
Also, once again, it was an accident. I came up and I was giving him a kiss on the cheek, and he turned.
That's also gay.
again, but so for me, like, because that's how I like also rationalized it. Like, for example, like, let's say like there's a girl who I'm into, and we hang out, and I pay for her dinner. That doesn't mean we're dating.
No, it means you had intentions of being attracted to her. Bro, you don't need to, the action doesn't need to get done for there to be a gay, for the vibes to be gay. Was gay.
Did you respond to him and be like, I'm down to get food, but I want you to know I'm not gay.
Yes.
And you have no chance
The whole
of
time he
fucking
knew I
me.
wasn't gay.
So you were like, we're going on a friend date.
No, literally, I was like, that all sounds great. I'm not gay still, though. And that's how gay. I feel like, okay, maybe this
All right, what if he was a Chad?
he was not. But I feel
Well, I'm
like,
saying, what if he was? You think he'd be a little gay?
no, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. Not without money. If money's on the table, like, that's a way different story.
What
Like,
are you talking about?
everyone has a price, dude.
Oh, you grew up affluent. Why do you have a price? You don't need that money.
But, like,
Answer me that honestly. Why do you have a price?
I mean, there's definitely, like,
What do you need the money for? Like,
there's an amount of money out there that would propel my social media career now.
so you would do it for fame. Let's say some guy's like, yo, if you
100%.
oh my God, Ian,
Ah, damn.
that's so not
Diddy
good.
would love you.
Huh?
I said Diddy would love you.
Yeah, Harvey Weinstein would love you. All the fucking scumbag Hollywood producers waiting to eat your
I'm a
ass
hustler
up.
and you guys are mad about
Just
it.
be careful. I'm not mad. Just be careful.
I'm not mad about it. I'm like, why? Like, there are much, much better ways to get what you want than gay for pay, buddy.
No, for sure. Of course. But I think there is like a number. But
What's the number?
I don't know. What would you say is like the minimum amount of money to guarantee a social media career? Like $3 million?
So it depends on everyone. Some people it's free.
Guarantee, though? To guarantee one?
There is no. I will truthfully say there is no guarantee, because like you can make it. You can have enough money to catapult yourself, like force yourself into limelight, but like you can't force the public to catch on and stay with you. You know what I mean? So like,
Well, I would say then at least $500K, because that would be enough for me to
try for a year, like hardcore.
like 10 years.
Well, you try for 10 years you yourself, but like if you really wanted to go after it, you'd hire a team, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Hold on. Fuck all this. Your price is $500K. It's that low?
Dude,
But you gotta get railed.
I don't think you understand how much I like want this fucking shit, dude. Like I want this dream so bad.
But why do you want it that bad at the cost of like your soul, essentially?
Your
That is
asshole.
exactly what selling your soul looks like to the devil. Like when they talk about the concept of I went to Hollywood and sold my soul to the devil for X, right? It's I went to Hollywood and did actions and deeds for some dream, which in most of those scenarios is fame and money. And for you, it's not even money; it's just fame. And I did XYZ actions that was not worth the outcome whatsoever, and it did things to me, and I can never undo those actions. And that is the action of selling your soul to the devil.
I think a big part of it also is what it comes back to. Like, and this also applies to like the reasoning of why I decided to go on the date too, is I am like comfortable enough in my sexuality and masculinity to be able to like remove like that one instance of sex or that one date was like a means to an end.
Hold on.
I think you let a man fuck you in the ass one time.
You're gay forever, bro. That's how it works.
You suck
That's
dick
science.
once. You
Like
suck-
that's fact. There is no, you can't, whatever delusional
Or bi.
mind tricks, Jedi mind tricks you can do to yourself to separate. Oh, I'll just get fucked in the ass one time and then I'll be
Yeah.
famous and it was all worth it and I'm totally not gay. Like, dude, that is not only are you gay, but that's like not even that bad. Just be gay. That's fine.
Yeah.
But like you've sold your soul to the devil. Like that's what you've done. That's worse. fuck all that being gay shit. Just be gay at that point. Fuck dudes regularly. But like, bro, like that's
For me though, I'm not even talking about like the like I genuinely think that if I was able to like, I think I would be able to wrap my head around it pretty easily. Not even like the not being gay part.
Why do you want to be famous so bad? Actually, like what is it about it that is so appealing to you that you would? What I'm hearing is let a grown man have his way with you against your actual desires in exchange for a very material, very surface level accomplishment that's very achievable normally, right? Like you're sitting next to two people who have achieved some degree of it. Yeah, why?
I think for me, it's not so much like about like the fame itself. Like it's like obviously the lifestyle is very attractive and like just like being well known, like that's a cool idea. But the big thing for me is like what comes with the fame or with a large social media following is the sweep. That would be like if I were to put a video out, it would automatically reach X amount of people.
Why do you want to reach those people at that cost?
Because I think I have value to give.
But what do you think that the value you'd be giving? So the reason why people have value to, not everybody who has reach has value to give, by the way. No, they do not.
I agree.
And if anything, they have negative value to give. They're brain rotted and they're just slop, like brain slop content, right? And you'd be willing to trade your morals to get, like, the only reason why that reach is valuable is because you became somebody worthy of that reach, and then that reach is therefore given to you as a byproduct of like all the things you went through for that reach. In trading it so cheaply, especially to go against your sexuality, like essentially selling your soul to achieve that, right? To me, in my mind, of what makes anybody that's had that level of reach and has had it for a good reason, as in making positive impact. Nobody is just gifted it, right? Even extremely famous people, like let's just use a random person, like Sabrina Carpenter, right? Like extremely, extremely famous, great musician, but like, is she changing? You know, she's an entertainer, right? Like,
yeah,
you're not like, that reach is not valuable to the point of like you're trading your soul for it and positively impacting other people's lives to make up for the fact that you traded your soul. Like you're simply trading your soul to like be just fucking perceived.
See, I kind of disagree. I see like a huge value in entertainment and escapism.
Okay, but to trade your soul for it,
but I think
this is what I don't think that you're being honest with yourself. Like I don't think that you truly think that you would sell your soul, get fucked by a man in exchange for enough reach, and think that what you're doing with that reach was like you did some noble deed by getting that reach so that you can affect all these people. Like what message do you need to spread so badly that it'd be worth that trade-off?
I just think for me, like it wouldn't be as big as selling my soul.
It's not for you. It's a fact. When you
what like a fact to who though? Like
it's a fact. Like what do you mean it's not selling your soul to go against your own sexuality, right? Trade something to somebody in exchange for fucking like fame, wealth, whatever it is, right? Like that's exactly what selling your soul looks like. You can disregard it by being like that. It's like by just putting no value on your soul, or like boiling down the value to only the action of sex. But like at the end of the day, like that is exactly what that looks like. Look at any account of sex trafficking survivors, what they go through and what their mentalities and traumas are of trading themselves in that way. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's just a diabolical means to the end that I don't think there's just no way that's like, I don't know if you're fully grasping the situation of what you're saying.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I like genuinely believe that like if I knew beforehand that like what I wanted was guaranteed, then like it wouldn't impact me to the level of like selling my soul. Like I think it would be something that would like bother me for like,
I think 100% it would later in life, but that's up to you. That's fine. You're not going to see it that way at this point.
Yeah. I think it does just come back to like just genuinely being like pretty secure and like my like.
But if you're that secure, you wouldn't have any desire to trade anything for that.
But it's just like
If you are secure, why do you have so much want for fame?
because I think that's like I have value to give. Like it has nothing to do with like.
But why do you not have the value to give without the fame?
But you just don't have the same sweep.
Why do you need to affect so many people?
Because I think I have value to give. Like it's like if I have
What's the
something
value
positive,
that you need to give to all these people that you'd be willing to do that to yourself?
I mean, I think like even like entertainment in and of itself. Like I look at like a Theo Von. I think Theo Von does a lot for people, and I don't think he particularly in any way is like some profit, right? But I still think that like even just the action of once a week flipping on an entertainer and allowing someone after their 12-hour shift to escape for a second and laugh a little bit. To me, if I could do that at a mass scale, what is 25 minutes with this one guy?
Okay. Okay. If you were somebody who actually had valuable value to give to those people that would tune in to watch you, you would become that without needing to fuck a man for 25 minutes. It would happen.
I don't
The
know if
value
that's true.
It is 1,000,000%
You
true.
think
Even today's
every
date.
person who has had value to give has been able to be put in that position? There's so many other factors that have to come in.
Of course. And I think that if you truly have the value, it happens. If you have the value and the desire, it happens.
I think it could.
No. It happens. Especially somebody that tries as hard as you do. If you truly had that much value to give, it will happen, right? The reason why, the thing that's more common is people without that much value to give that want it that desperately do these things. This is by the way, this is such a real scenario right now, which is why it's such a crazy, like a hot topic for us. This is so common in Hollywood. It's the entire concept of Diddy, Weinstein, the shit that we got canceled for. It's exactly what that is, right? It's that I want X so bad, I will do all these dark, nefarious deeds for it. And it's never just 25 minutes. It's not like, in what world does somebody need their nut so bad that they'll bless your whole career for one nut? It's not that.
Right.
Right,
But that's the world I'm painting right now.
That doesn't exist. That's the
Of
slippery
course
slope.
it doesn't exist.
Exactly.
Of course it doesn't.
But that's what I'm saying is that's the slippery slope. That mentality, that being open to, I would do that one action. I would bend my morals for this one action because I desire something, so essentially material, right? I want this material outcome so bad that I would trade things that I should have a moral backbone in certain situations, right? Like if I am straight, I will not. And even if it was with a woman, like, right? Like it's like you're gonna fucking sell your body for what? Like, yes, everyone has a price, but that's my argument is that like you shouldn't have a price on certain things. There should be no price, right? And you're devaluing what that really is dramatically and making this material thing that's very achievable, very normal, to be honest, so highly that I'm like, holy shit, Ian, it's scaring me that you want it that bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I don't know. I mean, I think like both sides like are pretty reasonable, but it's just like
no. Stand on one side.
I
Pick a
mean,
side.
I think my side like
You think people when they're offered sex for like you think that everyone that's been trafficked through Hollywood made the right choice?
no,
Okay.
but that's not the question was not
If
would
you were placed in one of their positions to be trafficked through Hollywood, would you do it in exchange for a Theo Von level career?
Probably not. No, not like a repeated trauma or anything like that. But the question was one time with one guy.
All right, but that's not I didn't break it down to that specific either. But it's in the reality of it. You're gonna get fucked in the ass constantly.
No, but
You're gonna be gay for play. You're gonna be gay for pay.
Well, and then in that situation, no. If it was a long-lasting, lingering trauma beyond like something that was very controlled and in one like no,
You're being
the answer is no. But that wasn't the answer. That's not the answer I'm giving is simply to like a single experience. And that's why it comes back to like the date too. It's like a date. And like obviously like, you know, we're coming back to the original point now, like the detriment to me of a date where I just go and get food and drinks and then leave is much lower too, right? So that's how I was able to make
That's
that
still
kind of
gay,
leap.
by the way. I'm gonna go back to my original point. That is still gay.
Yeah, that's fair.
You knew damn well what that man wanted to do with you, and
Yeah.
you went. And it's not just gay. You use that man. I want you to know that.
But I told him though.
Mm.
I more like pay pig that man,
You pay pick that man.
but for like food.
That's
and
still
alcohol.
using. It's just consensual using.
Yeah.
But nah, I gotta circle back to this because there's just been a deeper topic breach. What's good with you, man?
Telling you, one of my fucking homies to kill himself right now.
Why?
He just attacked me randomly for no reason.
Over what?
2K.
Okay, let's move past that. Why do you want it that bad? You said, I believe I have something so important to give to the world, right? And you don't think that if your thing that you had to give to the world was that truly that important, and you are putting in all this effort, that it would be given to the world without.
I just think like if like one is a guarantee.
Well, also, another point to touch on is you keep reducing it to the fact of it's 25 minutes with a man, blah, 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 and then that's it. You have to live with that. In this scenario, I assume eventually one day the world is going to perceive it. There's just a lot more to it than just it's only 25 minutes and this one act.
Yeah,
Like, there's a
especially what
lot
it does
more
to your mental. Yes.
Yeah. I think there's like right there's the pro side and the con side, right? The pro would be like the career, obviously, and then the con would be like how much it damages you.
Mhm.
I think like you're like how much value do you have to give for that con to be so high? I just think for me, it's not that high.
The con is not that
Not
high.
that high. So like I think maybe like the disconnect is it might like if you were to do something like that, it would affect your like, you know, long-term life and your mental health a lot more than would affect mine. Like I think just with the way I've like experienced like, and I haven't experienced that much of it, but like tragedy or trauma.
I think you are extremely boiling down what something like that does to you.
Yeah.
Because of your lack of experience with traumatic events. But just do a little research, right? Like this topic for me has always been very interesting.
Yeah.
There is not one person that's been trafficked in life that was like, oh, I could get over that shit, right? So, or like even like, why do celebrities kill themselves, right? Like, why do people that have all the reach, like everything, every material thing fathomable, they have at their disposal, and yet it's a very common thing for some of the most beloved, most famous, most richest people in the world to off themselves, right?
Yeah.
Why does that happen consistently? What are they involved in, right? And then it's like, then you start to see like the exposés of what really happens in the entertainment world, right? A lot of people that do make it big in the entertainment world did exactly the trade-off that we're debating right now,
Right.
right? That is actually so common, especially when you start out young, right? Because of like how crucial pedophilia is to blackmail rings around the world, right?
Yeah.
So it's like very common. We have a lot of data on this. There's in my opinion, like never a situation that's just one off. Not my opinion, that's fact. There's never a situation where you're gonna get traded an entire career that's ongoing for a one-time thing, right?
Of course.
The second that you're in it, the second that you're owned, like they have that evidence on you, you are owned. You do whatever they want, right? You're gonna live that life, whatever you're reaching. Even if you had the most shit to say, you were like the most positive, influential voice. Like it's still, in my opinion, not worth it. But to do that, to have that trade-off, simply to be just another entertainer, when it is achievable, like in the day and age of the internet, it's achievable independently at wide scale. Like every day a fucking new famous entertainer is born through the internet. Completely independent of Hollywood, completely independent of selling their soul, whether you believe it's selling your soul or not. So that's why I'm like, you're putting so much value into the end goal and highly devaluing what you already have, right? And yeah, and that's just, to me, it was a little scary, and I'm trying to like poke holes in it.
Yeah. I mean, I think also, again, I mean, I've already kind of said this, but like if it was a repeated thing, if it was a genuinely traumatic experience that was unconsensual, that's not.
Well, it's all
something I think
consensual once you say yes one time.
Well,
There's that saying where it's like you let the devil in once, he has you forever. And that's how that type of, like, what do you think it is that they want from you for sex, right? He doesn't want to get his nut off so bad. the point of Diddy and Epstein and Weinstein is blackmail rings, right?
Power.
Yeah, it's and Weinstein. Yeah, it's power and ownership and evidence. If you are a famous rapper and Diddy has a video of him literally doggy style butt fucking you, you can never ever not do what Diddy wants. He has that evidence on you. That's the existence of Epstein. Why were all these powerful people somehow finessed into going to, or finesse or willingly on this island doing shit with children, literally, right? It's because that's the ultimate power move over somebody. You want to be in this cabal, you want to be part of the people that run the world. I need to know you'll be on my side no matter what, that you'll never have a change of heart. And even if you did, that you would still do you have to be owned, right? That's why these things exist. They own you, and then you don't. And how do you think they get to own you? It's one act. It's only 25 minutes getting fucked, but little did you know, now it's on camera, and for the rest of your life, you have to do what I say. But don't worry, you have your career. You'll reach all the people that you wanted, like you wanted, blah, blah, blah. That's just how it happens, right? So my worry to me is like, you have this like view of the thing that you'd be willing to make sacrifices from yourself for. I'm like, you don't need to do that, bro. Like you should never have that mentality about earthly desires at the end of the day. And I know you're not religious, but I am, right? And because I am, and I love you, I'm looking at your soul like, dude, your soul is worth too much to offer it up for such. At most, let's say you today become exactly who you want to be and live to the maximum amount of years that the normal person will live. 100 years worth of fucking what, right? Like 100 years for eternity. Let's say it's real, right? Let's say heaven is real and eternity is real. You've just traded eternity for 100 years. And of those 100 years, even living your dream, not every second is happy and blissful. And you know what I'm saying? Even with your dreams intact, like 90% of it is fucking grueling and miserable still just because of the realities of this world. Like, it's so not worth it, right? And like, you may not believe it. I do. So I'm going to speak, like, I'm arguing from my point of what I believe is real. But yeah, man.
But
in
it's
general,
also, what if you blow up and then you fall off? Like, because you have that mindset, they're going to come right back and be like, yeah, butt fucked it again, and we'll revive your career. You're going to say yes again. Would you not? Because I promise you, it's scarier achieving a level of fame or clout or whatever and then falling off than it is.
Oh yeah, then you can't have it any other way.
Ascending to that place in the first place.
Yeah.
Like, what you should fall in love with and look for is the grind, the hustle of just like making it happen on your own free will while also keeping your morals and values.
Yeah, like is it more valuable to you just having the reach or like knowing that you got the reach?
I think definitely having the reach would be like, because again, like that's still.
So
you
would rather it just be handed to you, like let's say 10 million followers. Or let's just put a random number on it, right? Like, 10 million followers across all platforms. You would rather it be handed to you than you have gone through the journey of having got. Let's say somebody can do that for you right now. I can guarantee that you get this 10 million followers, or right this minute, or you can try to. And everyone knows that you were just handed these 10 million followers, engaged, whatever, right? Like, let's say that the engagement's there and it's not just 10 million dead followers. And, or you can go off on your own and try to build this yourself, but you don't know if it's guaranteed. I can press a button and make it for you right now. You're pressing the button.
100%.
So the outcome is more important to you than the fact that you were able to get it.
I mean, if both of them were guaranteed, like if you were like, listen.
No. You can't guarantee the long-term outcome, right?
Exactly. Then yeah, 100%. I'm pressing that button. And I think genuinely, like I think most people would actually agree with me.
I think most people would, but that's why most people don't ever get it. That's my point too.
And it's like, I don't know. I think just because I would accept this thing doesn't mean I'm not willing to work for it.
No, I know you're willing to work for it. You are clearly willing to work for it. But like every interview of a person who's gotten everything they ever wanted, without fail, they say, once I had the thing, it wasn't even like I didn't really want the thing, right? Like they wanted the outcome so bad that they worked so hard for it. And every man, every person has that first journey of finally achieving what they wanted, whatever first goal they had as a young man to finally getting it. Once you finally get it, you realize, oh, having it, there's some perks and whatever, right? But it's like what you were seeking it for, it's not fulfilled, right? And then in your second chase, a lot of people learn, it's the chase. It's the journey of becoming the person up there that I truly enjoy. So then it becomes this thing of like, oh, it's not even about I want to be rich. It's about doing the things I needed to do to become somebody that was poor to become rich, right?
Yeah.
Using that as an example. That's the whole point of growth in life. In my opinion, and in just like the general consensus
I
of
agree with you, but let me flip it on you, right? I think at this point you would say probably the largest driver in your life is the hope for financial security.
Yes.
If you could press a button right now and be financially stable for tomorrow, really? Okay, well then we just disagree there. Because like to me, like really, you wouldn't if I had a button right here, you wouldn't press it and be financially secure tomorrow?
No, because it's gonna happen on my own dime anyways. It's gonna happen on my own time. Like maybe if you asked me this when I was flat broke with zero vision of the future, I'd have a different answer, right? But that's kind of what like I'm saying is that like yes, it didn't feel guaranteed to me when I was 21 and I had no fucking clue what I was doing, right? But the more I learned and the more I'm so glad that nobody handed me $10 million. That's probably my greatest blessing in life is that I was born poor, like in my opinion, and that I was able to go on this journey and that one day I will have everything I want and I'll be able to look back on this journey. I would never rob myself of that journey by pressing that button right now. I've got, 2 more years at the earliest before I have everything I've ever wanted, right? To rob myself of that, knowing that I did that right now would be the wackest thing I would have ever done to myself.
Here's another point also. Think about people that win the lottery, people that, well, the lottery is really the only one I'm thinking of. My whole point is like, if you don't go through that journey, because journeys are supposed to teach you how to value what you want and what you get and lessons that you do need to learn. How do you think you're just going to magically understand? Honestly, let's bring it back to that. If you became a major creator off getting fucked, do you think you genuinely have the knowledge, the willpower, the drive still in you to make good content?
Yes.
And if you say yes, I will argue against you and say you only believe that because you have tried for years making content, which goes back into that's your own personal journey that you have personally went on already and learned the lessons you need to up to this point. If you had started years ago, taken that deal, got butt fucked, and got famous, what content would you have put out? How would your reactions be if it flopped and you fell off in 6 months?
But we're talking about me right now. We're not talking about me when I was 20.
Even you right now, right? Like, if somebody handed you 10 million followers, engaged followers, right, that all know who you were, how would you sustain them, right? Like, how would you, like, that's what I mean by, like, if somebody handed me the money right now, it'd be completely different because I've almost done it all by myself with nobody handing me that money, right? But if somebody handed me that money at 21, when I would have pressed the button, I would have lost all that money in a year, maybe. $10 million, however much money that I'm looking for. Somebody handed it to me then, I would have not known the value of any of those dollars because I never worked for it, right? Somebody hands you those followers now, even after 4 years of trying, you've never had your own, like you've never like learned yourself through in my 5 years, I've gone viral. I've gained 200,000 followers overnight. I've gotten 0 views for months and months and months and worried about how I was going to pay Eddie, right? All of those things, going through all those ups and downs and all those different aspects of the content creation journey made me a creator today because I overcame all of them, that I feel very confident that no matter what I launch and what I do, I could always get views because I understand this game, every ins and outs, every low. I understand the cycles. I understand the holiday seasons. I understand it now, right? You don't have any of that, right? And so pressing that button gives you the immediate satisfaction, but it robs you of all the things you would have learned if you would have done it yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be really scary for sure. But I do think, at least where I am right now, the combination of my experience plus the mentors I have available to me, I feel prepared enough. I might go from 10 million to 7 million. But I think that, like, because like I also don't think I would lose my hardworking drive. I'll be honest. I don't think you'd lose your drive either. So I think like I would learn, like I would make it happen. And like, yeah, I might lose a good amount of it. I might even lose 9 million followers.
You might lose all of them. Like
It's true.
it's not about like losing the followers. It's just about not getting views anymore, right? Like the
Yeah.
like once the algorithm realizes you are a page with 10 million followers that no one cares about, like it doesn't serve you. Like, you know?
Right. But it's on the flip side, it is also something that can also be resurrected, right? And again, I don't think, I would hope not, at least after 4 years of experience, plus like again the mentors I have available to me, that I would go from 10 million to 0, right? I hope not, and I really don't think that would happen. I think that like I have enough confidence in myself that I wouldn't completely tank that opportunity. And I also think I would work hard enough to learn how to, make content that which would sustain my page to a level that was maybe not 10 million level, but a level that was like content with me.
Mm-hmm.
I just think like, I mean, it's kind of similar to your thing where it's like if you had kids and you were very wealthy, because we talked about this on the previous episode, like one thing that you want to do is you want to set your kids up, with that step ahead in life, right? Putting 10 million followers into my account would be a huge step up in my career.
I would never do that for my kids. Like 100%. I would never, like, while I do want them to have a by the stepping ground, the best stepping ground is the best education, right? And the best experiences. Not like I'm going to start you out with, here's $5 million at 21. Fuck no, right? It's like, make money, start a business, grind. Once I see that you can do it, then I'll give you some capital maybe, right? To like inject into your thing. But it's not like, here's $10 million, start the game like that. Like that's like counterproductive.
But
to
I'm
them.
not starting the game.
Absolutely not.
Like I've been doing this for a while, and like even if I just took that that max.
Okay, well wait, let's make it a more realistic scenario then. I give you this channel above the influence, right? I leave. Let's say I leave. Let's say Viet leaves even, right? You don't have us as crutches, right?
Yeah.
You need to take this channel that has a built-in audience, loyal enough that you have enough money to sustain an actual content production, right? And you need to then turn this channel, it needs to grow, like actually become successful.
Yeah.
Do you think you're doing it?
No, because then I lose my two most valuable assets.
But in the scenario you're painting, what assets do you have other than yourself?
Yeah. Like, right? Like you get gifted followers, engaged followers. If you couldn't do that with this channel, why would you be able to do that with that channel?
But if the options were 10 million followers on this channel, of course, you know what I mean?
Fuck
like,
the followers. What the followers are doing for you, why you want the followers, why the followers sounds like a launch pad, is because the followers guarantees views, that guarantees money, that guarantees content production, like the means to make and produce and post the content,
right?
Which this channel already does. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at a much smaller scale, at a much more realistic, like this can actually happen type shit, right?
Yeah.
We hand you this channel. You don't have the viewership of me or Viet automatically, but you do have people that will tune in just to see what the fuck is about to go on, right? They're going to be curious, like, how's Ian going to do this?
Yeah. No, again, I would not take that opportunity because part of the stipulation was that you and Viet would leave.
Okay. Not part of the stipulation. Let's just say that's just it's not like we're going to leave. It's just, that's just what's happening, right? Let's say you need to grow this channel. It's your channel now. What are you going to do? Will you grow it? This is a launch pad, is it not? Right? Humongous step up from where you were starting without this channel.
Right.
Humongous. And you had the time being given it randomly. Like me and Viet just one day disappear and they meet you for the first time. Completely different story. But you've been on many, many episodes now. The audience knows you, likes you, right? People watch for you now too. So it's like, this is actually a much better launch pad than 10 million random followers that just know who you are.
Yeah.
So it's like, it generates enough money that you can put the money to use to generate content.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how successful do you think you're taking this thing? Let's say 1 year.
So I'm confused. Is this like now I'm forced into it, or it's an option? Either maintain my current position in life or this other opportunity. Because if I'm forced into it, I would just try my best to grow it. Obviously,
No, not like you're saying, right? This is what you want. You want this at all costs, right? Like a career in content,
yes.
Right? The 10 million scenario is just fake, right?
Yeah,
it's never going to happen.
Right.
There's too many aspects to it that like we could come up with what ifs this is a very real scenario, right? This podcast exists. You are on it. You were brought on it after the audience was already built.
I understand.
At peak, it's actually been humongous, right? Like very sustainable.
Right.
Like lots of money on the table.
But you guys are not a part of it.
Yeah, so let's say that I want to quit one day because that's very realistic. Like I have so much shit going on.
Right.
And then Viet, I don't know how long Viet will do this if I'm not doing it.
Right.
Probably not at all.
Very shortly.
Yeah. He'll probably give you an episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so like, what are you gonna do? Right? It's like then you have, and at that point, it's like I don't want the thing to die. Ian, do you want it? Will you be able to take this over? That is the exact type of. It's a much more realistic launchpad, and it's a huge launchpad. You went from getting no views or like views, but like not real fans, right? To like now you have fans, right? Now you have people willing to put their money behind you. How you have a fourth wall that generates dollars, right? You know, you have the system already built for you, right? All you got to do is just do the daily tasks that is meant for this to keep going. You don't have to build any of that. That's a humongous launchpad.
Yeah.
So then how big do you think you're going to take the thing?
And let's assume this happens like tomorrow.
That's like next episode.
Right? Yeah. This isn't actually happening yet, by the way.
This is all hypothetical. Yeah.
I mean, the fans who are here would be fans of podcasting. So I don't think I would take it outside the sphere of podcasting. I think I would try to do like I would try to either bring in 1 or 2 new hosts and try to maybe not replicate the same vibe, but just have like people that I can have come in consistently who are decent on camera. Ideally they have a following, but if not, I think I could still probably make it swing. And then I'd also.
How are you going to bring those people in? Who?
Do
you just have these people on standby?
It would either be people like that we know. So I would definitely probably take like a couple weeks off, right? Like, guys, I need to reorganize this thing.
In the couple weeks, you're probably going to lose a lot of fourth wall members. That would be the money that you need to.
Yeah, I would probably continue at least posting the fourth wall, but because that's pretty like low effort.
Let's say that we set you up so that you have a month to get your shit oriented, right? Like we pre-batch a month of episodes and we quit and like what are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, but first focus would definitely be find new hosts. And then also I would try to really blow up and like build out the caller section for sure. Cause that's always been my dream was to have like, some sort of, podcast or stream where I was interacting with fans live. And that would lean into that pretty hard.
Okay. These are not bad plans.
Yeah.
What do you think your chances are of pulling all of that off exactly as planned and it working out and it being successful and growing and you getting the ultimate reach that you want?
I would say
percentage-wise, try to throw a percent number on it.
If executed, yeah. I mean, honestly, if this theoretically were to happen, I would definitely have to take I wouldn't quit Subanzai, but I have to take a step back just to like completely lock in.
Then I would definitely not. That would never happen. Then what are you talking about?
Well, but yeah, unless we like sold the company or something. Like it would have to be.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking crazy hypotheticals down the line. You're both quitting. Like we're talking like right. But I mean, yeah. If I were to put like a lot of eggs in this basket, I don't know, maybe like 30%. I would say like if it happened like.
That's a realistic scenario.
Yeah.
All right. Well, exactly right. 30% chance of you making it happen, even with the launch pad, is what I'm saying. Like it's not like getting fucked in the ass is not worth it, bro. Really, all comes back to that shit.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, I think. Yeah, the other issue with like this like new podcast hypothetical is I would obviously never take it if it assumed that you guys were leaving, because like. You guys being on this podcast is why it's my best shot so far. Do you know what I mean?
But would you rather the channels just go to nothing?
Well, again, if it's something I'm being forced into where it's like,
it's not forced into, it's like the option, right? Like, let's say we're leaving and it's like, hey man, if you want this channel, you can keep the show going. Like, you can control the revenue streams. This is your revenue now, right? Like you control how to spend it. You could even do all the work.
Yeah.
Assuming you still work for Super Bonsai, that would never happen because I would let this shit shut down before I let you do that shit. But yeah.
But it would a bit force my hand, right? Where it's like, obviously I'm not being forced into. I don't have to take over, but like, if you guys
this
were
is
like,
your
if you-
best shot.
Yeah, if you
yes.
guys are like, we are leaving.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm gonna take it, right?
Yeah.
But if we go back to options where it was like either we continue as is or
No.
we leave.
Yeah, no. The option, assuming that option, if we were leaving, that option would not be there, right?
Right. But yeah, I don't know.
Didn't realize I'd have to have a sell your soul intervention with you this episode, Ian.
It's okay.
Has your mom ever hit you up about something you've said on the podcast, by the way?
For sure. I mean, I think especially with like the drug stuff.
That's what I was gonna say.
Like, but I gave them like a warning. Like, I was like, hey.
Does your dad watch or just your mom?
My dad my dad watches. He watches the clips 100%. And then he's just really busy right now because he's like still working. Fucking, it's time to retire, buddy. But like, yeah, he works a lot. But yeah, before I even started, when we had just recorded that first episode, I went up to my parents and I was like, I'm gonna be honest, like there's a fair to strong chance that I'm gonna start being on this podcast now, and I'm just gonna say things that are true. And it's like I'm sorry, like you're just gonna have
you
to
said
deal
I'm
with
sorry.
it. Yeah, I'm like it might not be something you want to hear. So if you don't want to hear it, don't tune in.
To be honest, though,
basically.
that's a very the fact that they're able to hear that and not just bug out on you is a pretty healthy relationship, I'd say.
Well, because I was just telling them like if you don't, you can just not tune in. Like if you don't want to hear these things, and I basically I laid it out to them like a
Did you tell them
movie.
don't get on my ass about these things? Are they the type to get on your ass about those things? Had they found out like in another way? Your mom catches you doing these drugs.
I would say not. I mean, like they would just be a concern, but it wouldn't be like we're sending you to rehab or like anger. But I also think at this point in my life, like they trust me, and obviously all of these stories are in retrospect, anyways. Like I'm not like yesterday doing K with my friends. Like it's like
Have you never told a story like that?
I feel like oftentimes it's usually like reaching.
Yeah, like an old one.
But I don't know. Yeah, they've been pretty good. I mean, I think they understand that at the end of the day, like this would be my brand, would be like just being telling my truth, anyways. So, but they don't like to hear it.
I
No
can't
parent
imagine
would.
any parent
Yeah.
would. What kind of super autism would you guys want? Super autism, as in.
I saw this TikTok where this guy would go up to his brother with a random video or a random song, and his brother would be playing the piano, and then he would be like, "Hey, play this," and the brother would take like 30 seconds to a minute to listen to the song, play a few chords, try to figure it out by ear, and then be able to play the song. Not only be able to play the song, but add on to it. Like add notes and just made it beautiful. And the first video I saw, like, that's super cool, went viral. I'm like, but was it a fluke? The whole page is dedicated to exactly that, only that. So I was like, oh, but he's super autistic, like super autistic. So that's what led to this question, which is I think I would like that power.
So basically, like, what kind of special interest or talent?
What kind of super autism?
Yeah.
Like, we know how certain autistic people like unlock the savant trait where they become like an actual super genius in like this one hyper specific fixation.
Right.
There's that guy that can fly over New York City in a helicopter and draw the whole thing, all of New York,
So
like to the detail, right? So that's a cool one. I'm picking whatever the math autism, like the super quant trader, like you fucking tell me a random like day and I'll tell you exactly the stock price of this fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pattern
predicting, trend predicting. Yeah.
I think I got a little more creative with it. Like I went things that like probably don't actually exist, but if I could
You made up your own brand.
if I could look at and taste a food and know how to recreate it
I like
in the
cook it.
kitchen.
Oh,
Yeah.
that has to exist.
That would be really cool. And then similar and related, if I could look at a food and know its exact micro and macronutrients.
All right, that's like a superpower though. That's straight up not possible. You're gonna have to take the first one.
And then the last one I thought of was if I could have like not speak to animals, but you know how there's like a dog whisperer? If I could just have that with like wilderness creatures, that would be sick.
Like any creature.
I
That
think you-
also feels more superpowery.
Yeah, I think a lot of humans
Okay, just squirrels
can
now.
have that if they have a pure soul.
Just squirrels. If I could like
I've always been very good with animals.
It's
and
imagining himself in the forest with like
I'm like
birds and shit.
Bambi. Wait, no. I'm like
Snow White,
Snow White. That's what I'm thinking. of.
Bambi's the deer.
the one who
I've
dies in the
always
fire.
been very good with animals and babies. They both trust me a lot.
I've also been very good with babies and animals.
I'm good with animals if they're domesticated, but like I've never been able to like go to a deer and have it like pull up on me.
Oh yeah, not wild animals either.
That would be a cool autistic superpower.
Yeah, if you could just be very friendly with wild animals.
Yeah.
All right. Very useless for a real life application. Yours is pretty cool.
The cooking
and
one is
useful.
sick.
Cool.
Cooking one is sick. It's useful in like a personal way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could also easily make that into content.
Wait a minute. I'm
Absolutely.
realizing nothing you say ever makes sense. Why would you not take my superpower, become an entertainer? Because with my superpower, you have so much talent. You have no other option other than to become an
Facts.
entertainer.
Facts.
Why are you going straight to? I want to know the macros of this fucking. You piece of shit.
Wait, okay, but that could also
You're
easily-
playing yourself.
That could
You're not
easily
even you're not even locked in on your own goal, bro.
in this hypothetical autism superpower universe, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not locked in.
You're
I'm
not.
fucked.
You're not locked in. You got to be locked in all universes.
How boring of a podcast would that be if every single answer just came back to "cause I want to be famous"? That'd be fucked.
No, it's not that every answer. None of us want to be famous like that.
I hate
Mine
being
though, if that was like my
yeah.
only ringing truth,
No. It's just we can
New
see that
question.
you're locked in.
What if I gave you my TikTok account, 1.3 million followers?
What
but
are you doing?
You have to take my dick.
no fucking way, that's insane.
Yes or no, man? And Vit's not going to traffic you for all of time. This could be a one-time.
No, I
deal.
will. In this scenario, I will. In this scenario, I'm evil and horny.
Yeah. He's okay. So then he's clapping it whenever he wants, and he's got videos of you.
Yes, and I would blackmail you.
Yeah, he's blackmailing you.
I would say no because your fan base is so dedicated to you that just my appearance alone on the page, like if I was like, hey guys, it's gonna be me now instead of Viet, I would instantly lose almost everything.
That's
Just
okay.
just
I
by
already
the
have.
by the nature of your fan base.
That's what happens when you don't post anymore. I fell off.
Not really.
I like Instagram. Oh yeah, not really.
Yeah, you stay pity partying yourself for no reason.
You can come back if you grind it for it. Not
That's-
even grind.
He just
like once a
doesn't
week,
want to
please.
come back. He just doesn't do it on
I
purpose.
hate the comments, man.
All right.
Just turn off comments.
I've thought about it.
All of that like to segue into the autism to savant pipeline,
Mhm.
mental illness and success / like super ability is a very common relation. There's this book that I bought because I heard it in a podcast that I was really intrigued by called The Hypomanic Edge by John Gartner. Yes, Gartner. And basically this book is about people with hypomanic traits are disproportionately successful in areas of like entrepreneurship, business, entertainment, just everything basically. Like it basically traits of hypomania, which is essentially one step before bipolar disorder.
Okay.
Almost like not always guarantees, but is like basically everything you need to succeed in very hard to do industries or endeavors. So far, any questions so far on hypomania definitions, or
yeah,
do you
can
guys
we
agree?
get his definition of hypomania, or like what kinds of traits per se?
That is basically it, but let me just go up real fast.
Well, just because like they might not know like the traits of bipolar and stuff.
Hypomania is a milder form of mania characterized by an abnormally elevated or irritable mood, increased energy, and heightened activity.
Okay, so almost like ADHD.
It is often a symptom of bipolar 2 disorder, distinct from full mania because it is less severe, usually lasts for at least 4 days, and does not involve psychotic symptoms like hallucinations or delusions. While it can feel productive or euphoric, it often leads to impulsive or risky behavior that can cause personal or financial harm.
Okay.
So it is essentially bipolar light, right?
But it sounds like it's only the manic part, not the depressive part.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
It's hypomania. So like their name is pretty accurate
Yeah.
once you know what mania means, right?
Yep.
And so it is right before bipolar disorder. It's like you exhibit certain symptoms. When I was a young boy, when I was 12, I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder.
Mm-hmm.
Wrongfully so, because they wanted to acquit me of all charges due to the fact that I was facing a lot of charges, and that was the only way. But growing up, I did have a lot of manic tendencies. And even as an adult, while I'm definitely not bipolar, like I have a lot of manic tendencies. I don't know. Have you noticed? Would you say?
Like what what kinds of traits would you say that you have are manic?
Um,
Because like true mania, like I know some people who have like bipolar, and when they're in true mania, they're like,
no. Well, that's like bipolar.
Right.
They're bipolar.
Right.
Their shit is bad, right?
Yeah.
So just manic, as in like obsessive, irritable, like long bursts of like energy, attentiveness, right? Like those things where you're like on these like barreling episodes of just like holy shit, like blah 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 blah. Like it looks like ADHD X3, like basically sometimes, but in bursts, not like a constant state of it.
Yeah, I think I've definitely noticed that. I think like just in general, like your personality is oftentimes like you have a full volume personality. You know what I mean? Like
No, I don't know what you mean.
like you're a high impact personality. Like if you get frustrated at something, you get really frustrated. If you get locked in on something, you are unable. It's impossible for me to get your attention when you're focused on something. So it's like you throw your all into things almost against your own will.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
Did you hear the definition of hypomania?
I know what hypomania is.
Okay.
I've done enough research to know all about this.
All right. So, yeah, given the ChatGPT one, elevated energy, reduced need for sleep, or let me give you the book definition rather. Core concept, the hypomanic temperament. Hypomania is defined by elevated energy, reduced need for sleep, increased confidence, fast thinking, high risk tolerance, obsessive focus, and social boldness. So these are the defining traits of hypomania.
And is it just with regard to all things in life or like certain tasks?
Yeah, this means if you are hypomanic as a person, this is how you are across generally as your existence.
So even with things that you don't fuck with, for example.
Well, if you don't fuck with them, you just would not do them. Most adult beings would not fuck. If, like example, school, right? Here, another similar thing between really successful entrepreneurs is same with the hypomanic traits is that they typically did really bad in school because they just didn't want to do it, right? So it's like when that comes with boldness, right? I have the boldness to be like, this thing that everyone tells me I have to do, otherwise my life will suck. I don't care. I'm not doing it because I simply don't like that shit, right? And I've been like that my whole life. A lot of entrepreneurs are like that their whole lives. A lot of fuck-ups are like that too. You know what I'm saying? It manifests one or the other way.
Yeah.
Now, the hypomanic edge explained. So then these traits give people an edge typically because they outwork normal energy constraints. They can sustain like intense behavior longer than most people do, while most people gas out. They think faster and more creatively. They take risks others are afraid of. That's another very common trait of successful entrepreneurs is high risk aversion. Constantly taking risks because you can never get a big outcome if you don't take a risk, right? And then project charisma and certainty. And then that's why these traits show up so often in entrepreneurs, executives, artists, politicians, and military leaders, founders of movements. Now, this book goes as far to say societies are built by hypomanic people and then often are sustained by stable ones. So I like that a lot because I think it correlates with my worldview, which is why I like it. We like shit that validates us, right? But the people that do lead society and get shit done are typically the entrepreneurs, the leaders, right? And then the people that fall into those roles very well have these hypomanic traits. Can you guys think of an example?
Of a hypomanic person?
Yeah, famous.
Hitler?
Okay, man. Probably.
But
Something more recent where we'd have like video evidence of the way they are. How about that?
Okay.
Motherfucker chose Hitler. What is that?
I don't know, dude.
Elon Musk. Except he's like autistic, hypomanic. He's got all of it. I think the clear one, which actually might be a good argument for straight up bipolar, is Kanye West.
Okay.
Yeah, very obvious, but he's now getting to the point of because the big difference between bipolar and hypomania is the delusion and like the schizophrenic kind of aspect
and
that
the
bipolar comes
too,
with.
right?
Yeah, like the crash. Well, no, this comes with crashes too, right? So like,
okay.
We didn't go over the downs. There, it's not just if it was just only these things. This shit is just a superpower, right?
Yeah.
Which it pretty much this book is reading. The point of this book is that having these traits is a superpower. You just need to realize it as such.
And you need to be able to like control it.
Exactly.
Take the
Most
proper
people
steps.
with these traits, by the way, are probably in jail. or like dead, right? Like having these traits not used correctly, not without an educated, locked in mind, is essentially exactly the type of traits that makes you fucking assault somebody over a random bar argument and go to jail for however many years or blah,
Right.
blah, blah, right? Like you're impulsive and risky and highly emotional, right? And it's like,
Yeah.
what do those things result in crime? Like usually, right? But when you channel that energy correctly, it results in hyper success. And then another point of this book that I really like is American culture breeds hypomanic people.
Okay. Because of the capitalism where it's like it breeds like entrepreneurship and like
That's one aspect. What I liked in this book is actually hold on. Yeah. So this is one of Gartner's most controversial ideas, and it's that it's because the US disproportionately rewards hypomanic traits, right? Capitalism is
Right.
is one of those systems that rewards people who can outwork, outthink, outrisk other people, right? That's why being rich already helps, because you can be risky with a lot more money when you have a lot more money, right? But specifically for immigration. Now, immigration is essentially one of the biggest risks a human being can take, right? Me moving to a country where I don't know the language at all in hopes of a better life, usually for my children, because it's probably too late for me.
I mean, especially illegally.
It's,
like a
well,
huge
especially
risk.
illegally, but even legally.
Yeah.
Like legally, it's no matter what form of immigration that it takes, it's a fucking big deal, right?
Right.
And legally, it's much harder. You have so many like hoops to jump through,
Mhm.
paper, whatever, right? It's like legally, it's just all this bullshit. But it's basically like a country that has so many immigrants, you're basically like filtering the world for all of their risk takers, right? And if you
Interesting.
and their best, most capable risk takers, especially if you're the legal ones, right? Because you have to like prove that you are essentially, you have to like have
High-performing.
some type of value to
Yeah.
to the country to come in here. So you're like proving like, oh, I have this degree, or I can do this job, or blah blah blah, or like paying all the fees even is pretty expensive, right? And you're that risk taking person, you get in. And also when you look at the list of like US entrepreneurship, even like the top tech CEOs, right? They're all like Indian, Asian, right? Like there's a
Right.
lot of white or Jewish people there too, but like there are a lot of immigrants, right?
Yeah.
And it's because like and risk taking is genetic as well. So like all these immigrants flood this country. It's like the most risk taking averse ones, the ones that were willing to risk it all moving to another country. Obviously you breed second generation, third generation, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Capitalism rewards ambition and overconfidence. That's one of the things that capitalism is really good at. Media and fame in this country is a really big industry, and it rewards energy and charisma, which is high. You rank high if you're hypomanic in energy and charisma. And that startup culture favors obsession and sleep deprivation, because startup culture very much relies on speed, right? How fast can I get this thing done? Because especially in like innovative startups, right? You launch a product and it's like new and it will work and it will be profitable. You then have to then race against all the other copycats that'll pop up, right? Like Uber when they launched, then there's Lyft. And now it's like Uber fighting for every technological advancement to get to it before Lyft does, perfect it before Lyft does, become profitable before Lyft does, right? So when you're racing against somebody else who's equally as obsessed with VC dollars, you need to just, who can sleep the least, right? Like that's low-key becomes
Right. That makes sense.
the race.
Yeah.
And when you look at like emotionally stable societies, I don't know which one would be considered an emotionally stable society. Let's use Italy or somewhere as an example, where
Like Sweden.
where there's like a calm work-life balance, right? These motherfuckers don't produce shit. Like maybe like fashion brands in Italy, right? But like world-changing startups disproportionately come out of America.
Right.
Like all the time. And it's
Of
because
course.
we have this like humongous population of people with this trait, is what this book is basically throwing out there. Any questions so far? Or any thoughts on the idea? Do you guys agree so far?
I think the problem I'm having is I feel like I know a lot of people who exhibit traits of hypomania but are stable.
Then they're not hypomanic. They just have certain traits. Like having certain traits is one thing. That's just like you just don't need that much sleep, or like you're really obsessive. Like those are
Yeah.
just, you just have that trait as a person. Hypomania is like a specific condition. Bipolar light, right? Like the step before bipolar, where the combination of these things like turns you into this. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I don't know. I guess the answer to what I'm asking is it's probably a sliding scale, right? Like, where
Everything,
like
yeah.
and so like that's why. I mean, I know I would make the argument that I, at least to some degree, facilitate at least most of those traits.
Which ones do you think you facilitate?
I'm very socially confident. I'm pretty obsessive with my work. I mean, really almost all of them except for the stability. Like that's
Absolutely.
the one thing. That's like the stability is the one thing where I feel like I do actually like I have most of the I can go without sleep. Like all of those, a lot of the I'm very willing to take risks. Like I think like pretty much all of those I agree with, except for the stability thing. I think I'm pretty stable. So maybe it's like all those things combined with like the lack of stability is what allows someone to unlock that like next level.
Maybe
Maybe that's it.
I highly agree.
Yeah.
The lack of stability, like you're a risk taker, but like the difference of a stable risk taker versus a non-stable risk taker is humongous.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
So that's probably the answer then, is that like, no, you're not hypomanic because you're stable, but then also you maybe.
Also, I think it's also to the degree that these traits manifest, right?
Yeah.
Like no one would look at you and be like, you're bipolar,
Right.
right? Like no one in any point of your life, I think, would look at you and say you're bipolar. And I think with Kanye, for an example, it's like bipolar, right?
With the face of bipolar.
Yeah. And then you could also maybe make the argument he's not bipolar, he's just misunderstood. So he's teetering on the edge of between bipolar and hypomanic. He's
Right.
at the bare minimum hypomanic, and then more likely bipolar, right? But
Yeah.
for most of his life, he was not considered bipolar. It was only towards like this like end where he started like really crashing out, where people are like, yo, he's actually mentally ill, he's actually bipolar or whatever, right? But for the vast majority of his life and his career that led him to be who he is, Kanye West, right? Like it was an acceptable level of those traits, which
Yeah.
got him there, which was hypomania, right?
Interesting. And you said when you were younger, you definitely felt that way.
Well, no, I was diagnosed with bipolar, so I was in and out of the psych ward, like 9 visits or so, and part of my court here, like what my lawyer wanted to do to get me out of going to juvenile prison for like 7 to 12 years was plead not guilty for reasons of insanity. It very rarely happens for somebody that young when you're an adolescent, because it's basically just being like, I'm going through puberty. You know what I mean? Like, and that's exactly why, like, they said that no one really gets diagnosed with bipolar at your age, because the symptoms are basically just going through puberty. But I think that the hospital that I was going to, I'd been there so many times and was basically friends with the doc. They had like watched me grow up over like 2 years.
Yeah.
So that I think they understood the situation and were like, we're going to diagnose him so he doesn't have to go to jail or prison.
Is it something that can be gained or lost? Because like bipolar is something like
I think you can become more stable.
Yeah, because I know that for people with bipolar, like sometimes they will stabilize, sometimes they will launch into manic episodes. Like, is hypomania something because
it's episodic as well?
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And so, in my life, that's what, when I was reading this stuff, I was like, what interested me about this was the podcast, where it felt like they were just fucking reading me like a book, right? I'm like, what the fuck? Let me buy that book. Never read the full book, but I forget what we were doing that made me think of this, and then I did like a ChatGPT deep dive on the book, and I'm like, holy fuck, this has hella interesting topics. I should read this full book.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, there's upsides and downsides, obviously. So the upsides to the hypomanic edge is vision, relentless drive, leadership, innovation, and wealth creation. I feel like I've got those things.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the downside is burnout, addiction, impulsivity, relationship damage, financial recklessness, and full mania if unchecked. So you can descend into madness.
Yeah.
And that's exactly, Kanye West as the perfect example. I think that's exactly what happened to him.
I would say besides the full mania, you definitely
Have all those, right?
also have the negatives. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Financial recklessness. I love spending money.
Yeah.
Like, I love it.
Yeah.
If I had one vice, if I could boil all my vices down to one, it would be financial recklessness. Relationship damage. Absolutely. My mania has certainly damaged relationships around me.
For sure.
Impulsivity, 1,000,000,000% addiction.
Yep.
Nah, not really. What can I be addicted to? Burnout, that happens to me quite frequently.
Yeah. So
Which kind of like, and I've realized that in catching stride with Super Bonsai, I've kind of just like figured out how to harness it. So I go into, it'll be like, go to New York, straight bender, 10 days, right?
that's your burnout stage.
That's me burnt out
Right,
where I'm
right.
like, I need a break. Like, I need to fucking just be with family. I need to be with people that I want to be around. I want to party. I want to play. I want to spend money. I want to do fun things, right? And then, and like just be around my loved ones and shit. Then I come back here and it's like locked in. We're going to go on this sprint. We're going to make 300 ads this month and the next month. And actually the next month after that, we're going to make 600. And then, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, whoa, so true. And I think it's like, you need to learn the advantages of the ailments that you have and play to them rather than try to fit the mold of like, I want to be normal. I want to be normal. It's like, nah, a lot of mental health and mental illness are like low key superpowers. Like there's always a trade-off. You never just get this affliction for no reason. There is something that comes with that affliction, right?
And then but it sounds like it needs to stay in check.
Yeah.
So what kinds of practices does he recommend or have you done?
I haven't seen specifically what he's recommending. I should read the book. But the line between icon and rec is often stress, sleep loss, and drugs and alcohol. Ooh, all things I struggle with deeply.
Yep.
But so the sleep thing, I realized. Did I say this on the podcast? I learned I was severely anemic recently and that I've been anemic for a long time. And it really explained why I'm always tired. Like I've always existed in a state of tiredness and sleep has been, I'll get 9 hours of sleep and struggle to get out of bed. Like it's really tough. And that's one of the symptoms of my B12 deficiency is that like I'm like tired and like just need more sleep than the average human. But like I'm operating off like 6-7 hours, 5 hours sometimes, right? And it's like I've just operated like that for the longest, as long as I can know, right? So it's like, wow, that explains. And then like the longer I go like that, the more irritable I get, the more burnt out I get, right? And then stress management is a constant thing, but I think I just exist in a constant state of stress. And then drugs and alcohol, that's the fucking hard one. It's like when you are manic, you kind of want that easy escape. And so I love getting drunk.
Yeah. So I come back to then like, how do you keep it in check? How have you personally kept it in check?
I have not.
Oh, okay.
Do you think I've kept it in check?
It's a learning process.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like your like benders in New York in some way function as a way of keeping it in check, even though you're still participating in the drugs and alcohol.
Yeah. I think it's more like, I guess for me so far, it's been kind of just like honing it, like pointing it at places rather than keep it in check. I don't know if it's possible. Like, yes, like it should be possible. I should be able to live a life that's free of substances. But
Oh, I more mean the hypomania in general.
No, I know.
Yeah,
but like because like the hypomanic person is very likely to become addicted to substances and other things, right? Is that like, how do I check this shit? I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like you don't have many ways to decompress.
I don't.
Like TV. I feel like it's the only one I've seen.
Oh yeah, I fucking love that shit.
But besides that, like...
and even then I'm locked into the TV and I'm like living in their world. Viet, do you feel like you're hypomanic?
No.
None at all? What do you have? Borderline.
I have borderline. I struggled with very briefly. I thought I had bipolar. We've talked about this years ago, actually. I think when I got diagnosed with borderline. Because like I said, I did my research and I read up on hypomania and full mania and whatever. And I was able to clarify within myself that whenever I thought I was manic, was just me simply coming out of a depressive state. And I was still young and reckless, and that was more just like, well, fuck, I feel okay now. Let me go
and you like
party.
Rebound the other way.
Yeah, but it was never full like mania. It was never like I'm doing shit that I don't even remember or I know what's going on and I'll look back at this and regret it. So that's how I knew I didn't have bipolar. No, I think I'm as far from hypomania as you can expect.
What? So you know the thing that we just spoke about how like a lot of the mental illnesses tend to come with like a flip side. like ADHD. So ADHD also, I've realized a lot of the ADD symptoms is essentially then the watered down version of this. It's like as if the ADD to bipolar pipeline, because like when I saw a psychiatrist, like like therapists or psychologists a few years ago, where I told them like, okay, so like as a child, I had bipolar and was put on a lot of medications for it, and it did these things to me, and but I don't think and I explained to them why I don't think I have it at all. And they're like, I think you have ADD or like ADHD, like these symptoms of yours, like the energy, like just telling them about my life. And they were basically describing like kind of like a lighter version of hypomania. And it basically looks like ADD or ADHD.
Very, very similar overlaps.
But so then, right? So this tree of mental illness comes with its benefits, which largely manifests in entrepreneurship.
Productivity.
Yeah, productivity, those types of things when harnessed correctly. Or when you care about something enough that your powers get unlocked in that way, right? What do you feel like? Is there one for borderline? Because borderline's a personality disorder.
Borderline's completely different than these. Borderline is, first of all, borderline is born from trauma. It's not really hereditary. That's why a lot of people say that. There's that phrase where it's like, you're telling me I had to live like this just because people were mean to me when I was a kid. Damn. Which, I mean, that's very lightened down, especially in my case. And borderline is something that with therapy and with shit, like you can work through it. I also I am diagnosed with ADHD, but we'll see where that goes. But everything that I've learned so far makes sense. That's why I can't remember people. That's why I like my mind just goes blank in conversations or whatever. But unfortunately, I haven't harnessed it into anything really productive. But like, for example, boxing, fighting sports. When I become obsessed with something, I become overly obsessed with it.
Yeah, like all in on that shit.
Yeah, super all in. And unfortunately, the biggest example of this would be FIFA. And it's really sad to
unfortunate.
Say. But so take FIFA out of the equation, right? With any game, there's a skill gap, right?
Yes.
So when I was on house arrest and I was introduced to FIFA and I became super obsessed with it, the homies I have from back home had been playing for 10 years. Like, they're good at the game.
Yeah.
It took me 1 year to learn the game mechanics, learn all the skill moves and everything you need to
all
do
different
it.
Players.
In order to win at the game. And I am better than all of my friends back. I've beat every single one.
Mm-hmm.
It took me 1 year to do that because I became so obsessed with it. I wouldn't sleep for 2 to 3 days because I was up only thinking about that.
That's pretty hypo. You said that you're pretty far from hypomanic. I'd say that's pretty...
Sounds like it to
that
me,
sounds pretty accurate.
I mean, it's
ADHD-ish too.
It sounds like mania, not even hypomanic. Like not sleeping at all. Like that's just like straight mania.
But also at that point in my life, I had so much shit going on, bro. I had house arrest. I genuinely wanted to blow my brains out every day.
Yeah,
it was both an escape, but also just like I could. Now that I know more about ADHD as a mental whatever, I've looked at every aspect of my life. That's also why in high school, I could not give a fuck less about what the teacher was telling me, but I wasn't slacking off. What I would do is use the school iPad, go to this website called Top 10 List, and just read for 8 hours a day about whatever the fuck I wanted to read about on Top 10 List. And it was like all scientific discoveries, all like strange shit that just like I stored random information in my brain. And that's how I've always been.
Something I was going to say. The video game thing, my brain farted.
Yeah,
crazy.
It's okay.
I was trying to stall long enough to make it seem normal that my brain was farting. The video game thing, so fucking real because, like, you know how I say, like, we're gonna say it again because it's been so long. But back in the UTI days when we first started hanging out, and I was trying to be like kind of like an older brother and like give you advice.
Yeah.
And I would say the video games are the worst possible thing a young man can do.
Oh no, absolutely.
It is one of them for many reasons, but in this exact scenario. It steals that upset. Like what I've learned, what you asked earlier about like how do you like I guess check yourself or whatever, right? I don't check myself. I just harness the energy, right? So when I feel the manic, I've given myself something productive to obsess over, right? Because I used to obsess over RuneScape. All my life I was very obsessive and just like my like Pokemon. first video games, right? I would be under my covers playing that shit. My mom would take the DS or the Game Boy and I would scour the house to find it, to play it all day long. Books. I was so obsessed with reading books to the point that under my blanket would not sleep at night as like a fucking 9-year-old with a flashlight reading books.
Same.
Like legit till the morning, multiple nights in a row, where my grandma would be like, I never thought I would have to punish my grandson for reading too much, but I would get punished because I never did homework. I wouldn't sleep. RuneScape. I watched my grandfather my hero dying in the next room because I couldn't tear myself away. I think that was also a defense mechanism because I couldn't look at him without feeling extremely sad. But like, obsessed with RuneScape, bro. Fucking chopping trees 9 hours a day, dog. Like that. What a boring ass thing to do, right? Yep. But that level of obsession, and you get obsessed with something like making money or building a business, right? Like that is exact translation, right? And so then like. And it's even thinking back to like my childhood, right? Like risk taking. Like I was out there just fucking setting shit on fire. Like what the fuck kind of risk was that? Like risking going to jail for what reward? Like literally zero reward, right? And I just wanted to do shit that like people would consider like just outlandish, you know? But the video game thing, throughout my life, I've always, as a child, got obsessed with certain video games because they're designed to give you that like achievement factor.
Yep.
Right.
And it would steal it from me. It was like it was sucking all that extremely valuable God-given drive that I had for something greater and pouring it into this game. And now people will make the argument, oh, but it's really profitable to become a pro gamer now. I've never seen a pro gamer that I would want my child to be like, to be honest with you. Like straight up, like they may be rich, but like they're sickly looking. They're never in shape. They have no other skills other than that video game, right? Like getting good at like sports, like you get in shape and like fucking like, you know what I'm saying? You're getting good at business. You learn so much about the world and how people work and leadership and blah, 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 right?
Well, also like to be a professional gamer, it's actually like 1 in a million. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's like it's like
one of the hardest career paths.
I would say at least maybe like equally as hard as the NBA, right? To go like pro in league versus like pro in the NBA, just numbers wise.
Yeah, maybe even harder.
Yeah, like how many kids play league? How many kids like play basketball with the idea of going?
Yeah, because also like with the NBA, like if you're not 6'2" at minimum, 6'3", let's say at minimum, and nice, like you don't even dream about it, right? Like so, it's like what with league, like anybody who's like diamond rank and above is probably like I could go pro if I really lock in.
Right.
But yeah, man, League I was obsessed with. That League was probably the worst one because it was making me like a worse person because of how toxic the game is and being obsessed over it. I'm sure FIFA's the same way.
Same.
You just get you just like legit rage because people will say and do anything to you on the other side of the screen.
Oh,
yeah, you'll just like have a bad couple games and then like I'll sit at dinner with my family and then get in a fight. And I'm like,
with
what
them?
Yeah, literally. I'm like,
I cannot imagine you being like that at all, actually. Did that game affect you negatively?
Only League. Yeah. I mean, League is the only game.
What's the type of shit you would say? What's the type of talk shit you would do?
Like, in game?
In game.
We'd get mega canceled. I was 14. But.
So you were just like every other League player?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I got like chat banned multiple times.
Oh, I got banned like 7 accounts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got chat banned once and then I learned my lesson. But.
I never learned my lesson.
I will say, though, I can feel the tide turning. It's becoming much easier. I think the more I ascend in life and my goals that I once dreamed about and thought of that were so far away, there was no point in chasing it anyways. Mm-hmm. So I would resort to video games. They become more and more realistic. So now it's easier for me to divert my attention to that. And take, for example, boxing, the gym. Both very, very big factors that I have now become obsessed with. Whereas when I was 21, 22, my whole thought process was, I'm never going to be big. So why the fuck would I even go to the gym? I don't care.
It was like all or nothing.
Literally, boxing. Well, I'm already 22. I'm never going to become a pro. Why the fuck would I even do that? I don't care. Whereas now I'm able to rationalize it. The gym, you can be healthy, and with work, you can be big. There's nothing stopping me from doing that. Boxing, yeah, maybe it's too late to go pro, but in today's age, influencer boxing, blah, 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 you can...
Also, just having hands is very useful.
Yeah. So it's like, both of those are, as of right now, are a very large drive factor in me sitting there playing FIFA and being like, you bring no purpose to my life anymore. And I think at this stage of my life, I am more than anything, I'm searching for purpose.
When's the last time you played a video game?
Probably like a week and a half ago.
How long did you play it for?
30 minutes and I got off.
Nice.
Like I literally played one game. It also doesn't help that FIFA's genuinely just a dog shit piece of game. Like it's not good.
Like you gotta lock in. What do you mean by that? Like it's just mechanically it's not good?
Mechanically, like honestly, EA, fuck you. I hate you so much. Ass.
It just riled them up like
no,
crazy.
I'm about to get pissed again. It's like it's such a stupid game. It's gone so downhill. Like I've come this close to just throwing my Xbox off a bridge. Like once again, all or nothing mentality. Remove the Xbox, remove it out of my life. Because I've taken months-long breaks before, and for whatever reason, I always find myself back on it. Then it restarts the cycle of, I'm going to play this every single day for 2-3 months until I whittle myself down to hating myself again, and then stop, and then do it again, and then stop. And I just want to end that cycle.
Do you know what actually really helped me quit League? Getting an internet that was good enough to work, but not good enough to play.
Well, like forcing you.
Yeah, I got like the sweet spot in the internet where it's like laggy in game, but I can still work.
Yeah, that's kind of fire.
Perfect.
Well, that's like a good way to force yourself.
Yeah.
For me, I think I don't know when it was that I just turned it off and never touched it again. But I think it was just my brain developed, and I was just like, what the fuck am I doing? Yeah. Wasting because I was so obsessive over it, and that was the point where I'm like gold 1, fighting for plat promos, being like, holy shit, plat,
I can do this,
I'm him. And then I'm like, wait a minute, what does it fucking matter that I'm about to go to plat? Like I am 22 years old, I'm broke as shit, right? Like fuck this shit. Like I should never fucking play this bullshit again. Never played it again.
Yeah.
Or I think I was 20 or 21.
I don't know if I can as firmly as Wootak say video games are inherently toxic for a young man. League though?
Oh.
And it sounds like FIFA too. Do not even start.
Don't even start.
Do not.
Or if you play it, you need to be like my friend Justin, my co-founder Justin, who only does ARAM. Or there are fun parts of League where it's no stakes type of game, right?
Yeah.
I was an only ranked player. I did not load the thing up unless it was ranked. Because
why?
Yeah.
Why suffer?
Yeah, I need to know that I did that for a reason.
Yeah,
yeah. But fuck, man. Yeah, that shit wasn't. But anyways, kind of the point of the book of the Hypomanic Edge is mental health is misdiagnosed, where psychiatry, which is the Western way of categorizing, diagnosing mental health, mental issues, right? Often pathologizes hypomania, which means treat it like a fucking what's the definition of that exactly?
Like a disease?
Yeah, exactly. Treat it like a disease, examining it like an organ, a tissue, something to be solved, something to be fixed to save your life, right? When in reality, there is such a real and studied and evident benefit from these traits, right? Society is literally built by hypomanic people, right? Without hypomanic people, we would not progress, right?
So a big part of it then is just raising awareness.
Exactly. It's kind of, and that's a lot of mental health in my life and my understanding of mental health. And from what I've seen, me being somebody that has whatever mental health tech issues, right? I sometimes attract other people with mental health issues.
Oh yeah.
And you don't have mental health issues. You're just divergent.
Yeah.
I would say you're very not health. I don't think of mental health issues.
Yeah. No issues.
Yeah. But yeah, in general, right? And so I've seen a wide array of it both being the best thing for that person and sometimes the worst, right? And and I've also seen the worst of it where children in juvie, facing life, some of them, right? Or so I'm wow, it really goes one or the other way. And in the worst cases, it was always treated with this heavy pathology focus, I guess, psychiatric focus.
Yeah.
Whereas when Viet was telling me about borderline personality disorder, and then I remembered my ex's mom had borderline personality disorder, and I think my ex had it too, because a lot of the things it just kind of triggered that memory in my mind, and the ways that she treated me were so outlandishly, cartoonishly unreasonable and out of her control almost. But it feels like spiritual sickness, you know what I mean? And I feel with the way that we categorize mental health issues. And I said this to him when he first brought up the borderline personality thing, where I'm dude, I think that the Western way of categorizing mental health is just not the full picture. there are things that like, there's so many different ways a human being can be sick. And with a personality disorder born from trauma, being mistreated as a child, where it affects your soul, it's like in Yu-Gi-Oh! When you get direct hit to your life points, being traumatized as a child is like that, right? And then you get direct hitted and it stays with you. But it's like, it's not unfixable in my opinion. And it's like, when you treat it like a personality disorder, how do you even begin fixing that? When you label it with psychiatry, then you try to fix it with psychiatry. What do you even do? What's the treatment, right? But I do believe it's a spiritual sickness. And then for hypomania, like, it's exactly that too. It's like, we look at it as like evil and to be fixed, but that's because we're looking at a lot of cases where it results in bad things. But like, let people, like, the ways to treat it successfully, I think, are completely different from how we handle it normally, which is like Adderall medication or fucking all the psychosis medication I was on as a teenager that gave me titties.
Yeah.
I have 2 points. First one speaking on the spiritual sickness. I think one of the biggest, if not the biggest factor of my whole mentality about life and myself changing, which in turn made my borderline symptoms, my outbursts of anger, blah, blah, blah. I went to church, and this specific day, the preacher ended the sermon, not to make this religious, I'm saying this for the audience, to really reinstate the damn brain fart, the spiritual sickness part. He said a phrase that I felt completely healed a part of my soul, and I could visibly see a change in my behavior and myself after. And what he said was, "You are deserving of love." What that did was, I never believed that about myself because of how my dad treated me in my childhood. When I started to believe that sentiment, completely changed how I viewed myself, and how whenever something triggered that part of that trigger in me, how I would react to it.
Yeah.
And you've been by my side throughout the years. I'm nowhere near how I used to be.
Yeah.
Even to this day, the past few months, I can visibly see it's way easier for me to control my emotions. My outburst of anger still happens, still feel really shit about them when they do happen. Far less and in between. That was the first point I wanted to touch on. Second point is, as everything within the world, really, really annoying. I personally get very annoyed. People talk about this word stigma so much, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people paint up this picture. Oh, it's so important to talk about mental health and the stigma around it and blah, blah, blah. But you do that on an online, whatever source or whatever. You put that message out into the air. You readily admit you're a up person and you're trying to change and you're trying to learn. With the state of the internet, I would say percentage-wise, actually, I'm not even going to say percentage-wise, the masses will turn on you, and if you up, they would say, well, he's just using he does things and then blames it on his medical condition or psychosis, psychiatric condition or whatever, and he uses it as an excuse. And I see that not only to me, but to a lot of people who get canceled or say something that the masses don't agree with, and then they paint this picture of, oh, that's a person. He's like that because of this, and then he likes to use that as an excuse. Is that not counterproductive to you wanting to change a stigma, blah, blah, blah?
It is very.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I realize you're talking to them and not to us directly.
Well, everybody.
Yeah, just the audience. Something I will say with that specifically, I think a lot of, and like I was guilty of this too, and it's natural. But when you see people online, like the issue with the online shit is, you'll see comments, right? You'll see certain comments that say like, oh, mental health awareness, like get rid of the stigma or some shit. Then you'll see other comments of people on you for exactly the opposite, like the opposite vibe of what those comments were saying, right? Of like, and then you group it all together as they. Like they say this and then they say that. Like it makes no sense. How can you be for both? When in reality, it was one piece of person dunking on you for an easy point, and another person who maybe really does stand by that thing, but because we have no clue who the they are, they just become they, and it becomes one voice saying two different things. I see this a lot with political disagreements, right?
Yes.
The liberals, they say this, but then they say this, which are contradicting, when in reality it might be just one liberal who said this and one liberal who said that, and they stand by those agreements and they're logical in them, but they're completely different people. But because you have no clue who either person is, they're just a random name on the internet, it blends as one person who just stands on this side. Same with Republicans say this, then they think this, like they're so contradictory, they don't make any sense, when in reality two different people, right? Unless the one guy said in the same sentence two contradictory statements, it's probably not the same person having those vibes, right? I've gone through that too, where I'm like them, because there's no one face to the mass amount of comments and attention you get online when you're online. And it's very annoying, but it is like you do have to differentiate it of like, realistically, the person that's saying get rid of the stigma is probably not going around then dunking on people for little small ups, but it feels that way because you're the one receiving it from this random voice online, and it all just feels like one voice in your head. But yeah, totally agree. That shit is the way we handle that is fully mismanaged. Something that that the book also tells you about is that relationships are the first casualty of hypomania. So unchecked, you're just destroying the people around you.
Yeah. Like romantic or just in general?
Any human relationship.
Yeah.
Right? And I've seen that with how difficult it's been to maintain a high degree of like with my co-founders, basically. When you have co-founders in a fast growth, fast moving, like really locked in, everyone's full-time type startup, you're basically married. It's like having a girlfriend, right? Where like when you're married with somebody, you have this like binding contract to like make it work out, even when it is really tough. It's exactly like that with a business, right? We have this binding contract, this binding reason to be together and make it work. And every part of our lives, we have to make it work. So even if tips got tough and we want to separate ways, we got to figure it out for the greater good. Same with the marriage, right? And yeah, and it's like things, even though like I'm putting on a good performance and like everything is trending in the right way and like outside looking in, like you couldn't be asking for more technically, but there's little things that come with my mania and like the downsides of like the things I do and the way that I operate that like make it tough for the people that have to support me, I think. Right?
Yeah. I think another one, if I may.
Yeah.
Like,
whoa. Be careful here. No,
I think like romance.
Oh, 1 trillion
it's pretty, right? You have made it very clear to me and the internet and your friends that you really want monogamy. You really want a family eventually. And yet, like, oftentimes, especially in a very like instantaneous type of way, like a very like what was the word you were using, like
sporadic
or
spontaneous,
like reckless, like in a reckless way. When you're under the influence or something like that, you will go and do an action that will work against that for you, right?
Yes.
And so yeah, I think that's a pretty like low hanging fruit example of it manifesting in your life too.
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, that's a different category of it, even where it's just like you just become prone to like the quick escapes.
Yep.
You chase dopamine and novelty. So like that's a big factor in a manic episode, right? Like,
well, I'm a big believer in a different school of thought outside of hypomania, where it's just familiarity breeds content. Like I truly do believe in that sentiment.
Oh, 1 trillion%.
Yeah. So that's also why relationships are normally the forefront, because that's the person you spend the most time with.
Oh yeah, they're the people that you spend the most time with are the first to receive the negative aspects of your hypomania. Wait, I'm literally bringing this up in my leadership call, by the way, with my co-founders. This is why.
I think I just cracked the code.
What's the code?
After you sell Super Bonsai, take that same obsessive drive that you've been directing towards Super Bonsai
and play League of Legends,
and now become a pro,
and then put it to love.
Oh, 100%.
Just like 100%.
No, that's where you're f***ed up though, because even if he treated a relationship how he treated Super Bonsai and work, overbearing, suffocating.
No. I don't think I would ever be like. I agree with him actually. So I don't think I would ever be an overbearing, suffocating type person, because I'm just not like that in relationships. But what I've seen from a lot of founders that when they exit, when they do the thing that relieves a lot of their time, and they have this like obsessive, impulsive, they have that like driving factor. They literally just apply it to their love life. Like they're usually single because they've just been grinding on a business for 10 years. Now they're super rich, and they straight up approach it just like they approach solving the problem that they solved for their business to become successful. And it literally is like matchmaking services, like methodically going on dates, breaking things off the second that they don't fulfill. Like it's like legit, like this strategic, high effort approach to dating then that happens. Where I'm like, I don't know if I've seen it work out yet, because I've only ever seen people in the mode and not like once they've accomplished. So I wonder if that'll work.
You know what they didn't have though?
What?
Me.
Oh,
what you have to
shit.
do is you need to start outsourcing these responsibilities. Ian, I need you to go on a bunch of first dates. You're going to determine who's the best.
You're
Ian,
right
I need
now.
you to swipe on Hinge for me. Ian, dude.
If I wasn't banned on Hinge, Ian, here's what I'll do to free up some more time in my life. You're logged into my personal Instagram, right? You will now be the arbiter of my DMs. Do not let me see a DM unless I'm planning on going on a date with this woman.
Ian, 30 mams a day, minimum.
Putting up 30 mams a day from my account is crazy. But
By the way, Wootak was banned on Hinge for a non-nefarious reason.
oh yeah, it was for catfishing. I didn't verify my thing.
Very easily fixed.
I hit them up, so I immediately did the appeal thing, and it auto rejected my appeal. And then I emailed them like, "Yo, I didn't know you would auto reject my appeal. Let me look, why don't you didn't even tell me why I got banned? But I'm assuming it's because of this. Boom, 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 showing all the stuff. They don't give.
They're tight. Yeah, they're like sorry.
I
Basically,
can reactivate my account, and then you can just make it your account.
No, the algorithm detects the face.
Oh, really?
yeah.
That's crazy.
So
I'll just put 6 pictures of us together.
and then in the chat, dude, wait.
and that's low-key the workaround.
You guys should just make a joint Hinge account.
We did that once in New York.
That would be like, that'd be good content.
Two-man farming.
That would be good content.
I'm down.
You're single now. You got to do it though.
Get me in there.
I was telling Ian, like, even when I'm single, I hate using Hinge and shit.
Honestly, Ian, get on his Hinge.
Yep.
Make it a joint Hinge account. You're not gonna find enough photos of all 3 of us though.
That could be the next bonus content. We can bring Tristan in to take pictures of us, like doing
Tristan
candid
takes
things.
terrible
Tristan
iPhone
is
photos.
the worst iPhone picture taker I've ever seen.
I just think you guys don't want to go on a 3-man with me.
Yes, I don't actually. Don't let me tell the audience why I don't.
No, that's fair.
This guy's a dirty macker, bro. But anyways, back on topic to wrap it up. The goal, basically, if you are watching this and you are if you feel like you have hypomanic traits and you're like, wow, how do I channel it? The way the book says, you don't want to eliminate. Hypomania is not a disease to be rid of. You want to channel it, right? So that is building systems around you to make sure that you're set up to do the best that you can with this superpower, essentially. Build systems around sleep. So sleep is going to be difficult for you. It's very difficult for me. Sleep hygiene, like Brian Johnson talks about this a lot if you look him up. Limit substance abuse. I don't listen to that part. Delegate boring tasks. That's real because just like you can't pay attention in school, but you love working on your business 24/7. Figure out a way to get rid of the boring tasks, whether it's work so hard that you make enough money to hire people or find people that you can give equity to and they're in the trenches with you that are good at the tasks you don't like doing. Use structure to harness chaos and surround themselves with stabilizing people. I don't think I've done that either. I feel like I have. That's my boy. If anything, he's less stable than me. And then, but yeah, in general, like my brother's very stable. My co-founders are very stable and they are definitely my support systems of like reality. You know what I mean? Like when I'm manic, when I'm angry, when I have like wild emotional bursts, right? Whether good or bad, like I have people around me that are far more normal and just stable. And I could see, oh, that's how I was supposed to react. I'll act like that guy and just like move about my day. But yeah, I think this book is great. I'm going to read it myself. You should too.
Cool. Bonus? Talk about the bonus content?
Oh yeah, we're doing so for bonus content, you're going to watch Ian vlog a day of super bonsai work.
You want to see the hypomanic edge in action?
It's going to be the most boring video ever too. Like I'm going to totally not be that
Just Wootak typing on his computer for 4 hours.
But I do type very manically.
That's true.
And It's like watching what is it, pianist?
Oh, I forgot this. I spar tomorrow.
No, for the first time.
Yeah, my mouth guard came in. I spar tomorrow. He already
Wow.
set up a guy.
Are you gonna record it? Record it.
I should, huh?
Why would you not?
I'm gonna record it.
Hell yeah. So, anyways, look at this little preview of a work day of what it's like to work at Super Bonsai. I know some of you applied to be a creator here. This is what your work day could be like.
So we get here. First thing he does, makes a beeline for the food trucks, and then
This is my third food item. Ian, go stomach for stomach right now. Whip your stomach out, Ian. Where your shit at? Whose stomach better? Exactly.
I feel like we're pretty equal levels of stomach.
Nitrogen frozen popcorn.
Oh, wow. Does it have any, like, is it cold?
Yeah, it's cold. It's frozen.
Who are these guys? What the?
Now, none of you are going to go make a real podcast simply for the fact of selling TikTok shop videos. That would be the dumbest thing ever.
Tristan was just telling me about the history of these boots, and his are so much cooler than Wootak's.
No.
What do you guys think?
These are vintage and new rocks from the 90s. You can tell because they have a brown interior, so higher quality leather.
Ian, it's your favorite food. Yeah! Because they knew I was coming!
Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Another great episode. I hope you're liking the new direction, the new focused direction we're taking with this joint. You like it?
I like it.
I'm
What
having
about
fun. Yeah.
I'm sweating. It's a little hot in here. These lights are really
I
hot.
think it perfectly encompasses where I'm at in life. Where
Nice.
I don't care about being funny anymore. I care about leveling up, and I hope you guys also do that.
I like being funny.
This guy's a liar too. He definitely cares about being funny. You should always care about being funny. Actually, I think being funny is one of the most important things a human being.
Well,
can try
when
to
you're
do.
this funny, I don't need to care about it.
He does make me laugh. Fuck
But
this
yeah,
guy.
please like, subscribe, join the fourth wall, and
Hell yeah. Oh, also, if you want to work at Super Bonsai, I know we sent out that creator application. You've probably attempted to join. There was over 2,000 applicants. We went through a lot, interviewed a lot, and unfortunately, nobody made the cut because there was too much training that needed to be done for anybody, even the most qualified people, to become what we needed. So, what we are doing eventually, it's not out yet, and you'll hear about it, of course, on here. We're going to release a course. Oh, no, he's selling a course. It's going to be very affordable, and it'll teach you. The title of the course is How to Make $10,000 a Month on TikTok Shop. But essentially, what I'm teaching you is how to make money on TikTok Shop, how to make good videos that convert on TikTok Shop, because I have made tens of millions of dollars using TikTok Shop, using TikTok, using content for my business. And with the graduates from this course, we are going to be hiring the ones that actually make good content. So there's going to be a caveat where in the course, all graduates that make an actual $10,000 in GMV, that means just sell $10,000 of product. You don't need to make $10,000 yourself. Will automatically be able to apply for a creator position where you will be put on monthly retainer. You can make $5,000, $10,000 a month on retainer. That's autopilot if you are a good enough creator. We are currently paying many people money like that to make content for us. You could be one of those people. Most of the people that applied were not those type of people, but hopefully after this course, which is all my knowledge jammed into this one thing that you could finish in a day or two, you will probably be able to get this job and also learn a skill that'll make you money. There's literally a gold rush happening right now where tons of people, teenagers, early 20s, are becoming literal millionaires. Some of the people that we have making content for us make $800,000 a month. That's a real number. Oh, that's their commission. That's what they're taking, not what they're generating for brands. That's what they're taking themselves. It gets to that level. So don't miss out on the gold rush. When I drop my knowledge, you'll know.
I'm gonna buy it.
Actually?
Actually,
Oh, shit.
I want to do something with my life.
You should.
Yeah.
Because you could easily make good content and you could get rich.
thanks, guys.